welcome to Beyond the Realms, session 56?
Correct.
You got it.
It's getting better every week.
Yeah. This is the start of, that means this week is going to be fucking excellent when I can get the session numbers right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another glorious, nerd-filled, chaotic fantasy week. It is good to see you in the chat. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We are here with Cheide. Cheide is returned. Hello there, Cheide. Welcome back to the cast. We sorely oh shit. Nope, never mind.
Cheide said nah, fam.
That was Cheide, everybody.
Oh, it's this way. It's this way.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey guys! Oh, wow, it's good to see you. Wow. Oh, wow, fuck. Oh, yeah.
Wearing your Monday best, yes. I feel like the more that we keep going on with this campaign, it just keeps getting just more and more chaotic.
One of these days, we're going to show up in black tie event.
Should be as it should be. But yes, everyone, we're going to jump right into it as we always do here in the Dicecream channel. But first, a couple of things to get off the bat, as we do here at the start of every session. You know them, you love them. They're the Dicecream Sandwich sponsors, everybody. You got your Critical Kit dice friends over in the UK that are going to be starting up their own US shops pretty soon. So that waiting time for them shipping of dice are going to get way shorter. And I have just been told, actually, from a good friend at Crit Kit, that the dice sets that we have all been waiting very patiently on, as mailing things during COVID times is really hard. Your sets are on the way, I've been told. So we will be doing a cool little, take a little time at the start of whenever that when they come, the start of that week's session, we'll show off everyone's dice and see what they sent you. Because I'm not even really sure what they sent you, but I'm sure they will be excellent nonetheless. So thank you for that, Crit Kit. The players super appreciate it. And don't forget, use code Dicecream15 to get 50% off your amazing Crit Kit dice. They got an array of amazing collections, various colors, hard edge, all sorts of types, Witcher themed. Go check out their site and see if there's a set available for you that is good for you and your party. And also, cannot forget about the awesome dice tray sponsors, C4 Labs. Amazing freaking D&D accessories creator that we have partnered with, and they have been sending us amazing various sets of dice trays for our. Yeah, there you go. Ben got his finally. That finally made its way over to the UK. But yes, all of our players were fortunate enough to be sent awesome hexagonal trays, but they got tons of styles. This one right now, my favorites keep switching around, but right now this is my favorite with the cool set of dice that you can put on the top. It's got all the labeling on there. They do amazing work. You might have seen the giveaway that we have going on for their heart-shaped dice tray that they recently put out there, and we are going to be announcing the winner of our giveaway, oh boy, from our Dicecream Instagram post, but that will be coming after the break. So for those of you who are watching to see who could it be, stick around till after the break, and we will announce that winner at that time. That means you still, for those of you watching this, you haven't entered the giveaway. Well, what the heck? Why don't you just go over to the Dicecream Instagram and go enter in that post, and then, you'll maybe have a chance to win. You got time. So head over to the Dicecream Instagram if you're not entered into that giveaway. Follow the instructions, and maybe you'll be a winner after the break. Who knows? But it is truly a sick set. Really good, cool design. C4 Labs knocked out of the park. But hey, if you've got the funds and just want to get yours without doing all the, loop-de-loop tricks, go over to the C4 Labs website, and I think you can grab your own heart-shaped dice box there right now. So once again, Crit Kit, C4 Labs, close friends of the show, amazing supporters of all the content we do here. Go check out their wares and help out the show. All right, everyone. Also, D&D in a Castle. You may have heard of it. I've been spouting it a bit on the show for the last few weeks. But for those of you that may have the cash and want to go on an amazing, luxurious D&D getaway and play D&D in a 3-day campaign in an honest-to-God castle in the UK, these people were crazy enough to invite me along, apparently. So I'm going to be DMing a 3-day campaign in this amazing event, and I still have seats available. So if you want to go on an amazing once-in-a-lifetime trip where there will be amazing DMs attending, an awesome community of players going there as well, check out the link. I think it's in our chat. It's also in the link in my bio. If you're curious about it, all the information will be there. So go check that out. And if you want to be DM'd by me in a freaking castle, come check it out. You have a good time. But with all of those responsibilities out of the way, I think it is time, everybody, for you to grab your favorite dice, grab your favorite drinks, crack those knuckles, and let's dive on into tonight's session of Beyond the Rails. Okay. Last we left off, the party doing a bit of last-minute things, checking off their list in the town of Otanzu before they traveled out into the Canyon of Lost Souls, which, of course, they have found out that a longtime nemesis, an ancient Aarakocra, Gloomwing, is apparently on the trail trying to acquire these ancient relics known as Titan relics, maybe to try to resurrect these ancient beings for his own nefarious purposes. Hard to say at this point, but you know where he is going. He is going through the Canyon of Lost Souls to an undisclosed location where one may be hiding. Finding the Canyon of Lost Souls, you met with the town's leader, this ominous figure with a golden mask over their head, spoke in sign language. Few choice words went back and forth with Fiend trying to plant a fireball into a magical jug, but tensions sort of alleviated, and you're able to make good and gave you his blessing to passing into the Canyon of Lost Souls. Not before this leader of Otanzu left you the parting gift, a onyx gold and black sphinx statue that Glooming had paid this leader as tribute before going into the Canyon of Lost Souls. And after the misunderstanding that happened, chose to give you this as recompense, gave you the blessing to lead on. Also allowed you to use one of their many guides that helps travelers get through this inhospitable, hot desert rock environment known as Windwalkers, and had one that was in captivity currently, was sent to prison for coming back because he was going to go lead Gloomwing and his party through. For some reason, decided to turn back. It didn't finish their journey, and that's kind of a no-no, a bad offense. So they had him in holding cell for a while. But needing a good guide, this person, this being known as Neth Shadorkai, a very interesting character with a lot of history, you might say, finally met you all, and you were able to bargain to get them out of prison, basically, to be able to lead you through the Canyon of Lost Souls, try to catch up with Gloomwing as fast as possible. Before leaving, though, you decided to hit up a favor that you had gained while in this tented desert town of Otanzu, and that's of a known arcane tattooist simply known as Greg. A very simple man with long, stringy black hair, kind of a blank canvas when it comes to a personality, but recently got into the arcane artistry of magical tattoos, and you had gained a bit of favor for helping out in the Otanzu town, and got a bit of a bargain deal. Upon reaching Greg and his tattoo tent, you were all able to get a magical tattoo for yourselves. Some of you requesting certain designs and certain features, but Greg kind of just like let the needle do its thing. And some of you got kind of what you were asking for. Some of you got exactly the opposite of what you were asking for. And some of you pissed off Greg and got a bit of a shitty sort of stick figure edition of a tattoo. But needless to say, got a little extra boost before you went out with Neth and started to make your way out into the Canyon of Lost Souls. You went at nighttime, as Neth had sort of suggested that this sort of first part of getting into the canyon, probably better to go during the night to go a little bit undetected from whatever could be within these rocky walls. The more you traveled, the more you started to just come up with some casual conversation with Neth, try to figure out more about them, where they're from, like why are they here? And Neth was pretty quiet for a while there, a little closed off. But Rhaenyra, being able to kind of cozy up to Neth and kind of gain their trust, was able to coax out of them a little bit of info, being able to find out that they are indeed from the Shadowfell, and used to be a very close and loyal bodyguard to a very prominent figure in the Shadowfell, an individual known as the Queen of Night and Magic. And as you know, this queen not only was the queen of the Shadowfell, but was also betrothed to the Oak Lord of the Summer Court in the Shadowfell. And of course, that also means is the mother of one Sir Strange. But having this allegedly. Son of a bitch. So upon having this conversation, you were trying to traipsing through the canyons at night. You were kind of having this conversation at the head of the group. Some of them could kind of hear it. Some of them couldn't. You're trying to keep a low profile. But after a few hours of travel, you decided to camp for the night as Neth kind of got to his first sort of, they got to their first sort of outpost to settle before moving on. Neth, just claiming that they don't really need to sleep. They'll just keep watch while you all get some rest in a nearby cave. And they kind of just started to walk away from the resting point just to see, rest in the environment, just to sort of take in the environment. There's a sea of stars above. It's quite a beautiful sight, even a little bit of aurora borealis as you kind of see mysterious green and blue lights kind of shaving by with some of the twinkle in the night sky. As this place, as they had said, this environment, Canyon of the Lost Souls, has a very strange arcane presence to it. There's lots of history lost as to how this canyon was formed, why so many people travel through these harsh terrains and are lost to it. Many people go into the canyons looking for lost treasures, rare items, crazy beasts that have never been seen or discovered before. There's lots of reasons to traverse the canyon to come away, and if you're able to survive, come back with wealth, with legend, with reputation. But not many make it back after adventuring inside. You also discovered, before you went to the Canyon of Lost Souls in the town of Otanzu, that Glooming had in fact been through there, and 5 children had gone missing after they had left with their convoy. But as Neth kind of walked away into the dirt and rocky terrain to just kind of like look at the stars, Rhaenyra followed suit and decided to have a bit of a conversation with Neth. Again, getting the more learning that Neth was actually the mentor of Esther, the leader of the Ghostwood clan, a ragtag group of adventurers that you had met on your way from Wagon's community to Icewind Dale all that time ago. They spent time with. And you remember Esther mentioning that they, just a brief sentence of them saying, "Oh, my master Neth guided me, taught me this ways, la la la." But this is indeed that same mentor. And Neth told you the story of how they met Esther, how they escaped the Shadowfell and this strange, almost curse-like connection that Achaidh have with the Shadowfell, that their souls are always are kind of claimed by the Shadowfell and always constantly being dragged back, and that the Achaidh have to enable this constant state of pain, of elation, of excitement, of hyper tension, basically have to be in a constant state of extreme emotion, of exhilaration to stay back that connection and to be able to live outside of the Shadowfell. So after having a conversation with Neth, you even asked Neth, what can you do, basically? What are some tricks of the trade? What are some cool abilities that you have just to make, our party a bit safer, that we're in good hands? And Neth decided to show you a particular ability that basically created this field around them, this intangible field that once you stepped inside of it, it was just like an extreme shot of exhaustion went through your body and you almost fell to the ground. But upon enacting that ability, a low thrum started to shake to the rocky canyon walls. Pebbles and rocks started to move and vibrate by your feet. The low thrum getting louder and louder until you just heard this insane buzzing noise erupt from the canyon well a few feet from you as a swarm of these turquoise and yellow blue lit scarabs started to run into the night sky and dive towards you, now shouting, "No, the scarabs, no, run!" And that is where we last left off. So, with the scarabs.
Does Ramira still have a point of exhaustion?
They do.
Okay, cool.
For that ability, some of the effects. Oh no! The scarabs blew away your backdrop.
No, it was the cat.
A cat.
Just the lucky
but
cat
yes,
Ramira
the effect from Ness' ability that they showed not only almost knocked Ramira on their butt, but also gave Ramira a point of exhaustion. And at this point, from enacting this powerful magic ability, seemingly attracting the swarm of scarabs out of the canyon walls right towards you. So, with all that out of the way, I'm going to reveal our Roll20 map here.
Oh boy.
Do.
It would be weird if I needed a bunch of ability checks to get back to safety that I now have disadvantage on.
Oh, great. How bizarre.
How bizarre. I thought we were going to be friends, Kevin.
I thought you were friends. What do you mean I thought we were going
There's always time for that. But Ramira, I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Wow. I would be delighted. Ooh, it was a natural 20.
There we go, Saf.
22.
Let's go.
I got a 1 for Neth. That's
Not freaking
yikes.
Kaplan over here with your sign.
Fast.
Hey, Squeaky.
You are not muted.
We're not muted.
It's fine.
Squeaky!
I want him to come home and get this.
Feral is having some weird dreams right now.
Feral's having very strange dreams. It's because she's now dreaming of weird people named Greg.
Hey, now you done?
I don't know
You like
what
that
you're
tattoo?
talking about.
Fiend was probably having some Greg dreams.
Hey, Fiend.
No! What are you doing, Greg?
I've come with you on this adventure.
Not the cactus!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no.
Why did you tattoo my face?
Oh, Mr. Fiend. Oh,
You want some Bailey?
I didn't see you there. What,
I'm clipping this and making an animatic.
what are you doing in my waters?
Hey,
Help me,
is that
Greg,
the
I'm
voice
stuck.
you used for the furniture guy?
This is not the fanfic I wanted. This is not the fanfic I wanted.
It's actually the furniture guy, Jade.
Wait, which fanfic did you want?
Oh, I'm killing the furniture.
Anything but this.
I'm gonna kill Strange and make a new character called AO3 the Warforged, and all I do is write fanfiction.
All right, and Ramira, you got a natural 20. Way to go.
I want to be the very best.
All right, so as you see these swarm of turquoise and yellow scarabs starting to just careen towards you. What would you like to do?
Check for bugs. I hate bugs. That's a great question. I guess I'm gonna take my full movement, ? Actually, no, lies and also fake. I'm going to cast
Fake news. Fake
Flame.
news.
Fake news. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame, and then run like a motherfucker. So if you, I think it is fine. Don't worry. Oh, it's 40 feet. Is that how long Sacred Flame is? No, it's 60 feet because I'm a god.
I
I'm going
am
to
a golden god.
Sacred Flame on this one right here.
Sacred flambeau.
That's a dex save.
All right. My
I'm going to avoid
Back
making
here,
ability
you.
checks if I can.
there's my stat blocks. How dare you disappear on me, you filthy thing. Okay, do you roll it or do I roll a check?
It's a dex save, so you gotta.
It's a dex save. That is going to be a crisp 18.
Fuck! That is my goddamn.
Half damage or no damage?
No damage, because it is a little whatchamacallit.
So as you go, sort of, you see the swarm sort of run towards you. As you had heard little hints of what could possibly be in this canyon, someone in Otandu said, the Scarabs are the worst. And as you sort of run past Nath, it goes, ah! This like radiant yellow and golden flame leaves your hands, almost like a flamethrower torch from the palm of your hand. You see there's a few swarms of these scarabs, almost like bees, sort of in various clouds. And as you throw the flame up, you see the swarm kind of envelop the flame and start to encircle it and just
That's gross.
almost like they're ingesting the magical flame themselves and buzzing all around it, and then continue to fly towards you. And you see, as you shoot the flame at them, that turquoise and shiny yellow hue on their beetle-like backs just start to glow a little bit.
Yucky. Okay, she's going to like gently grasp Neth by like the shoulder essentially and go, Neth, I think it's time to leave. We gotta go. And then starts to book it.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's right. I think that's good. And just starts to like backpedal and start to run towards the cave with your friends there.
She uses her movement to run exactly where I put her to. Come on, Neth, let's go. No time like the present. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. After that, one of the Scarabs, one of the swarm of Scarabs is going to go. Let's see what we can do here. Why are these never where I need them? Come on, you. There you are.
Anime girl run away from the situation.
Oh yeah, because you're wearing the metal.
It is a
You gotta
pantsuit
have-
now.
You gotta have a piece.
Oh
of
yeah, that's right. It's the pantsuit.
It is a
Yeah.
pantsuit.
You need a piece of bread in your mouth as you're
I
running.
do.
Like,
I
you're
and the
late.
wind,
Yeah.
and I need like
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
beautiful
It's just
Sakura's
an
glowing.
oversized.
You
It's an
already
oversized
have
marshmallow.
Yeah, you already have the mace. Like you're already Sailor Moon. Like
Sailor Moon.
All right, so let's see here. Go. It's about there. And that's all it can do at the moment, I believe. As that swarm that kind of enveloped the sacred flame kind of flies over after they finish kind of ingesting the magical flame, as they're fluttering about, you kind of notice a strange pollination sort of happening, almost like the hue of your sacred flame being ingested by these bugs start to flutter the sort of pollen-like dust that falls out as they continue to glide over. As it falls in the dust of the sand and the rock below, you start to see this almost makeshift swirl start to happen, this magnetic sort of force to do. And this tornado of sand and rock start to form and gust up. As you start to see through this sort of visage of sand and rock, these yellow eyes start to appear, and this sort of silhouette of a humanoid form starts to show, and the eyes start to open, and the form of the body kind of takes shape within the sand and the rock, and this mouth agape with yellow light going and sends this wailing sound throughout the canyons, and it echoes all around you. And that's going to be the Scarab's turn. All right. After that, it's going to be the Sand Silhouette's turn. So, let me see here. Why do all my stats keep disappearing from me? I would very much like them to not disappear from me. Why?
Make a perception check, Kevin.
I would love for that
For
to
your
work.
own stat.
I would love to make that roll, but I can't find what my plus to perception is.
That's what happens when you're DM and you have 90 billion tabs open.
God.
Okay, let's see here. So this guy. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Ooh. As soon as the pollination from these arcane scarabs flutter down into the sand and rock, creating this vortex of a tornado of sand, and this wispy humanoid starts to appear, it rushes towards Neth. And it's gonna make 2 attacks. As a plane flies above.
Dragon!
It's just the scarabs.
It's a metal dragon.
First one is an 11, which will miss, but the second one was a natural 20, which will hit. Okay, so this is a new monster that I have not used in all.
Neth, please, you were so young.
It's very fun for me.
Actually, contrary, they were actually quite old.
They're pretty old.
It's nicer to say.
I like the
Rude.
idea that everyone else is sleeping soundly and Ramirez quietly run in the sand.
There's just that loud sound that just echoes through all the canyon. Just the rest of us just like, what was that?
Goodbye, baby.
Fiend just turns over. Greg, no.
The old Tom and Jerry.
All right.
Stop tattooing my face.
So you all, Ramirez, you're kind of running away, and you can kind of hear the rock and the sand start to grow in pretty enormous size, like not like gargantuan, but a fairly large size, almost like a silhouette of like Sandman from Spider-Man, starting to form with its sickly yellow light coming out of the eyes and of the mouth, and it just sort of wafts its way over towards Neth, who starts to run and can just kind of hear the thing coming close, being fairly knowledgeable about the Canyon of Lost Souls, seemingly has a good idea of what this is, and just whips around with their black and gold trimmed cape flowing with the raven feathers fluttering as they take out some scimitar daggers and just start to fight. But the one hand goes over, kind of cuts the arm as it falls into the sand. But one solid hit connects Neth right in the face, taking 14 points of damage.
Ew.
But it looks like Neth and this sand silhouette are entwined at the moment.
Nice.
Okay. After that is one of the other Scarabs, which is gonna be Skye. Get to about there. And then you also start to see them. Actually, no, they don't. They did not. Yeah, so that Scarab just flies right over there. And then the other two are also going to make their way forward. To about there. And this one. About there. Okay. The Scarabs go. After that, top of the round with Ramira.
Nice. As she's running, she like slides in the sand as she realizes Neth isn't following her, and she goes, "Oh, for Saloon's sake!" and then runs back towards them. And while she runs forward, she's going to cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level around herself. So she's gonna have a 15-foot diameter. I don't know how to put that around, Masu.
I can do that.
Awesome, thank you.
Let's see. So it's a radius?
Yes, 15 foot.
15 foot?
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
Yeah. Awesome.
Spirit Guardian. What do your Spirit Guardians look like?
Probably just like a bunch of moons and stars, and then there's probably like very spooky Jack-in-the-Box style, like as if, like she's running from her dad kind of thing. And she is going to take her movement to run up hither. And
I will also say to the rest of the party, roll. What's your passive perceptions right now?
10.
Well, Kevin, mine is now a 15.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's no longer 10.
19.
19. So strange.
Hold on, I closed my D&D Beyond thing by accident. Give me 1 second.
Okay, Kermit, no problem.
Oh, Greg.
Passive perception, right?
Yeah.
No.
So Farrell's the most at 19.
12.
Bad.
Yeah.
So Farrell, at this point, you sort of start to feel this low thrum, this sort of rumbling on the ground as you're kind of started the rest of you just went to sleep, like you're just become a bit of unconscious on the ground, but this sort of low rumbling sound kind of sort of so you notice it kind of takes you over a little bit. Your eyes kind of blurry, kind of open a little bit as you see little pebbles going.
I'm gonna sit up.
Okay. Ramira, finish what you were going to do there.
All right. She runs back just enough, and this isn't going to hurt Neth because she can designate who it does and does not hurt.
Okay.
So she's going to run just into the range of the big guy, and that's all she can do for her turn. So at the top of that sand monster's turn, they will roll.
Okay, awesome. So as you kind of hear the impact of the sand hitting Neth, falls down, kind of skid on the rock and the sand, like, oh, for fuck's sake, run back, take out the saloon mace, start whipping it around, and all of a sudden this radiant light starts to burn around you, and this like fire ring starts to sprout up, almost ghost-like, and then all of a sudden these images from the wisps of the flame start to turn to stars and moons, and as you just run forward, and some of the Jack-in-the-Box like ethereal heads like smacking against the stonework, but it makes impact and like chunks off some of the rock as you run through with your radius kind of running towards it. Okay. But Farrell, you do hear this low thrum, and you do sort of see the rock sort of vibrating forward. What do you want to do?
I sat up. It's continuing. I want to get up, and we're in a cave, correct?
You're currently in a cave, correct? Off the side there, and you just hear this low thrum, and then as you kind of start to get up, you hear this really slight, low buzzing noise, and a kind of like very far away, you hear just a, just like impact of some kind.
I want to walk to the mouth of the cave and peer out.
Okay. Did you roll initiative before?
I have not.
No. Yes, I'll have you roll initiative now.
I almost dropped my dice. What is my initiative? +2. Okay, so that's a 15. 13 plus 2.
15. Okay. Go right there. So you will make it sort of just out to the cave entrance here, and kind of from your sort of vision, kind of blocked from the sort of horseshoe shape of the cave. And then sort of looking forward, you do start to see this cloud, this cacophony of shimmering scarabs with turquoise beetle or turquoise blue and yellow sheen on them, and this like silhouette of a sand humanoid figure starting to attack on Neth. Go, oh fuck! But we're gonna cut you off there until your turn comes back to initiative. Okay. So Ramira got the Sacred Flame going on, running up there. After that will be one of the Scarabs. Once again. This one here. And it's just going to be able to fly over to Neth over there.
Then it has to make a wisdom save.
Ah! Okay, that's right. It is in there. Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Yeah. That is a 11.
It fails. Woohoo!
Okay.
So it's gonna take 4d8 of damage.
48. Roll them up.
Yeah. All right. 10. That's only 13 points of damage, but it is what it is. 13.
Okay. So as you start to see these shiny scarabs start to swarm down into Nest's vicinity, holding off this sand person, you sort of get to catch up, and your radius sphere starts to engulf the area around. And the scarabs go down for a dive as Neth has their dagger in one hand, scimitar in the other, and is just trying to fend off this sand person. But as you come into view, almost your radiant light like shines like with like it creates like a dim light also in this darkness. The shining light behind Neth, like looking a bit worried, all of a sudden this glowing light comes from behind, sees you as Jack in the Box and stars and moons, like someone's just chucking a pelt of Lucky Charms marshmallows at the sand person, just these little like craters in their sand body just start to hit as it kind of backs off Neth for a while and just looks behind you and says, "Welcome to the party." Ah, fuck! It just like looks up as a swarm just hits them in the head, and the scarabs start to land on the body and covering Neth. And it looks like they're going for particular parts of Neth's body. You see them going into their cloak, underneath their armor, along their hands, into their scabbards of their swords, into their pouches, and just wriggling all around. You're able to fend off some of them as your radius sphere kind of gets up and wisps out and able to clock like a big chunk of the swarm, but a few were able to land on him still, or on them, I should say. And they are going to... There's my scarabs. Okay. First, they will make a attack. That's going to miss. But Neth also has to make a dexterity saving throw and a charisma saving throw. Oh, actually, nope, they don't have to do that, and he has to get hit. My bad. Okay. So able to fend off that swarm of scarabs as they go down. Some of them start to crawl all over Neth, into their armor, into their pockets. Just swatting them away, grabbing and throwing them on the ground as your spirit guardians are keeping the sand silhouette at bay. But it looks like as soon as they land on Neth, they seem to have almost this like animal-like instinct to just like crawl all over and go into certain compartments on their body. Okay. After that is the sand silhouette. And with you kind of getting in there, the bright lights careening, attacking the sand silhouette after a few shots from the stars and moons and Jack in the Box looking figures. This body just careens, just slides and snakes in the sand and just puts its whole body towards you, Ramira. And it's going in for an attack. And it's going to make 2 attacks on you.
2?
2!
In this economy?
All right, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 2 attacks.
2.
Let's get the Sauron die in for this one, I think.
Hey, what are you doing?
Ah, okay, that's not bad. You know, it's
Wait until I
sound
get my
didn't do
crit kit
well.
dice so I can combat you? Jeezy, crazy.
Well, the first one was an 11.
Okay, miss.
Second one was a 17.
By the power of crit kit, I banish you. They got my back until they get
I banish you. Yeah, so unfortunately, with your spirit guardians in play, this radiant light surrounding you, able to push back the sand-like figure as it snakes and rockets towards you. It's able to kind of, you like put your hands up and this wall of a collaboration of stars, moons, and Jack-in-the-Box-like figures just comes up and just impacts the sand person and falls backwards and it's trying to punch its way through, but they're able to keep it at bay for the meantime.
They also have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Aha!
I should have said this in the beginning, but I didn't think about it.
Ooh. That is okay. That's only a 9.
Yay, it fails. 4d
All right.
damage to them. I've lost my other d8. I can't believe this. Okay, hang on. Ooh, that was pretty decent. Okay, hang on one second. 16, 17, 18, 19, 26 points of radiant damage.
Ooh. Okay. I see you. 26. Okay. So yeah, as soon as they sort of get in your vicinity, your spirit guardians just raise it up and it hits it pretty sharply with two sort of motions like this, and you're able to take your other hand almost like a conductor, symphony of pain. You take your one hand and put it up the other as these radiant shards just go into the other body, chipping away at the sand body's figure as just big piles of sand are falling off. It's slowly trying to regrow it, but you're kind of hitting it faster than it can regrow, and you're doing a good job of keeping it at bay. All right. After that, we will come to Farrell.
Hello.
So you're outside, you see this enormous sand-like being accompanied by a swarm of arcane scarabs. What would you like to do?
Yep. Let me take a look here. Well, let's see. I'm first going to shout back to the rest of the people that are still asleep in the cave. Get up! And then I'm just really just because she's taking time to wake every single one of them up individually.
Get the fuck up! Shit's happening!
Basically.
Why?
Because
What's
there's
happening?
sand moving and there's a bunch of bugs.
There's always sand moving,
No,
and there's usually a lot of bugs out
Fiend. If it wasn't something I was worried about, I wouldn't have woken you up. No, it's moving. As
Sometimes
like,
you're cruel.
it's more of like an
Yeah.
elemental shape, you know?
Oh, it's an enemy. Something that
Yes!
I need to fight. I understand now. You should have led with that. Dangerous creature.
Alright. Where's Ramira? And then I will leave.
Okay, we need to go.
And then I walk out of the cave.
I ought to help Strange up because I'm sure Strange slept in their armor.
Shoot, you're right.
All right, well, the three of you roll initiative as well.
Okay, I want to take my movement speed and move to over here, right there.
John,
What's that?
you get there, buddy?
Yeah, I got a 4.
Oh, nice.
Taking a long time to get Sir Strange up from that armor, huh?
Wow.
Come on, Sir Strange. Let's go.
You
God damn it.
Why are you so heavy?
Greg, no.
I remember when we used to have Toon to lift heavy things.
What's your... Tarek, what you got?
17 plus 3, so unnatural 20.
Hey-oh.
That is a just woken up from a light nap 20.
Okay, Fiend for Strange.
That's gonna be a 12.
It's gonna be a 12.
12.
Mm-hmm. 12. Oh my god. So with that, Farrell moving up to your full movement, shouting at the party to get the fuck up, shit's happening. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think I'm in range for what I want to do, so let me take a look here. Let me just. I am nowhere near where I want to be. Nice. Okay. Welp. I can't do what I want to do. That's annoying. I'm just gonna continue to onward through the. Can I just take my action to dash?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Okay, I just want to do that. And basically get as close to Ruiner as I can. Nice. I see here, so let's see where I'm going here. Okay, right there. There. Okay, cool. I'm gonna end my turn there, because I can't do what I want to do yet.
All right, just rushing up to support your party there. All right. After that, we got some more Scarabs actions here. Also gonna seemingly attracted to Neth after that ability was displayed. This one's gonna go here. And this one over here. This Scarab's gonna attempt to attack. The other Scarab's gonna hold its action. Let's see. Roll to hit myself. Fuck.
Ollie, also they have to make a wisdom save. I keep forgetting when they start their turn in my fucking circle. They need to do that. I'm sorry.
I will indeed. I'm just gonna finish this thing here. Okay, so that's gonna be. Where did you go? I have these.
Where did you come from, Kanai Joe?
There we go. Classic. Instant classic. Oh, that's caught. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, that's going to be 16 points of damage to all Neth there. Okay. And Neth will have to roll 2 saving throws, a dexterity and a charisma. Okay. That's a success on the dexterity. And oh no. Did I fail the charisma save? Oh shoot, I'm hurting myself. I just passed it. Okay. Okay. Oh, good. So, Neth survives both of the saving throws there. As you see the second swarm start to cover Neth's body, and it was able to kind of swat away some of the bugs that are starting to get into their clothing. Just another one joins the swarm and just makes it like just this huge cloud of insects, and they start to fall onto the neck and onto the face and onto the hand. You see his mandibles starting to bite through the skin, and drips of blood are starting to come down Neth's body. And one of them starts to crawl along the hand and get over to Neth's magical dagger, and you see the mandible starting to chip away at the metal and on the scabbard, on the handle on it. He goes, "Ugh, get off! Get off! Those motherfucking things eat magic items! Kill them with fire!" Oh, no. All right. So that's going to be their turn, and they will both have to roll some wisdom saving throws. Let's go, baby. Ooh. One's a 5, and one's a 15.
Failures.
Shit.
Yes, good. No. Okay, 4d8 of radiant damage. That one was not as good, I've got to be honest with you. Okay, that's 8, 9, 10, 15 points of radiant damage, my friend.
15 points of radiant damage.
Correct.
Okay. 60. Actually, my... Okay. Sorry, I'm just seeing something. I made a mistake. This guy goes over here. And this guy stays there. That one wasn't able to move yet. But you will get that one there. As the Scarabs start to just go all over Neff's body, chipping away at the dagger and on the armor and everywhere. Once again, just conducting the Spirit Guardians. Big, sort of like a bunch of Jack in the Box, sort of a bunch of boxes get thrown over from your radius. As the heads like pop out on this little like coil metal string, their heads enlarge and start to chomp at the Scarabs themselves. As the Scarabs just get crushed in the air and start to bite their bodies. They're just, you Jack in the Box are just springing it out and just chomping over at the insects, trying to get them off Neff. Okay. So after that, we come to Sir Strange.
So I just got up now. I just, had got a little bit of help from the squad. I'm gonna just go over and can I rush out? Yeah, I'll rush out. I'll join in the fray. How far can I go if I dash? So it's like 30 feet. I can. Ooh, let's see. Let's just see. From where I. Ooh, can I get that far? Hold on. Let's see. So dashing. Could I make that 55 feet? That makes sense.
Yeah, if you use your action.
Yeah. I'm just gonna book it and just end up there next to. Yeah, I can do that, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Just gonna dash my way. I'll be right there. So I'm just ahead of Farrell.
So as Farrell is like running out to like meet Rumira and Neff, just huffing it, all of a sudden you just hear this this clattering of heavy paladin armor just rushes by you.
Help is on the way, Daddy.
I was gonna say on your left. On your left.
On your left.
I heard you coming.
Seeing Rumira in trouble has seemingly given Sir Strange an extra surge of adrenaline, almost as like magical force just propelling them forward.
It's just Neff. I'm coming for you, fuck boy!
I would like you to know that I'm actually doing well in this fight and as well as I can be. Thank you very
Yes, you
much.
are.
That's what I'm going after Neff. Like, punch him square in the face.
It's like, oh, he's not coming for the Scarabs.
All right, so that'll be Strange's go. Now, it's one of the Scarabs goes, which I will now move over to that spot as I can do before. Ba-bum. And have that Scarab hold an action.
And also make a wisdom save.
And it will make that save. Well, it's, I'll do another one. Hwah! Hey, that's a 20, baby.
Boo, you take half damage.
Okay,
Alright, please hold while I calculate the damage.
hold for talent.
Oh, egg. Oh, no, I need another one. Okay. Fuck. It's 12, so 6 points of radiant damage for you.
Okay. Once again, now that the sort of Spirit Guardians have started to just attack the swarms of the Scarabs, seemingly the swarm starting to learn this tactic, almost changing their cloud of insects, trying to fly around it and careen through. Some actually starting to slip through your Spirit Guardians. You're focusing on too many things at once, and the focus on this one coming through is just hard to keep it all together as a few are sliding through, but you still have been able to kick out a few as a few Scarabs just explode from the chopping of the jackal of the Jack in the Box. rocks and a few of the stars that get thrown out like throwing stars. Like sparkling Mario stars. All right. So after that, Scarab goes there. We come to Fiend.
Really? All right. What's going on? Holy shit! All right. Fiend puts his hand just straight up in the air, and a small little bead of fire starts to form, and then it gets bigger, and then it gets bigger, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and before you know it, he's holding like a Frieza-sized fireball in his hand. He goes, I have to really start naming these. He's going to cast Fireball at the 5th level, and then he's going to pump in a sorcery point to enhance it, to empower it. I can chuck this thing quite a distance, 150 feet if I'm being exact. So, yeah, I'm well within my range. Now I'll chuck it back here. All right, yeah, that. Damn it! Sorry, Neff. I'll just get all the shit that's on Neff in this one too.
Well, there goes that.
That is the Mr. Fiend way.
I guess bye.
This is the way.
You don't need a guide in a legendary rocky maze of death.
Yeah, no,
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
We definitely
Everything's
didn't get him
fine.
out of prison just for that. No.
It's fine.
All right, I'll take on this. Oh Jesus. Okay, there we go. This guy, and this guy are gonna make dexterity saving throws.
Gotcha. Okay.
Give me them lovely dex checks.
Give me them dex checks.
Do we have diamonds, by the way?
Them lovely checks of love.
BTR musical win.
We have diamonds.
Ooh, natural 20 on the first one.
Our say their friend keeps
23.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, bastard.
Second
A
one.
natural 20 and you only saved by 3.
I know. So second one is going to be 21.
Damn.
I know.
Little buggers are quick.
Natural 20, 18. With all the pluses on top of that. And then, yeah, that's a 4. So 2 succeed and 1 fail.
Alrighty. It'd be 20, 26, 38, 43, 7, 51, 51 fire damage.
Oh, baby. Okay.
And it's nighttime if I'm being correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
That's going to make a loud bang.
As a bonus action.
And then?
And then, Mr. Fiend will move through the shadows and appear at this corner and just kind of like leaning up against the wall, watching Sir Strange hoof it. It's like, you gonna keep an old man waiting?
Okay, dokey. So many calculations. Doing them as fast as I can. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't know. Why did you do that? Okay. All right. So, as you see Sir Strange running outside the cave, Farrell not that far in front of them, just get out the cave, looks us all like, oh, god damn it. It illuminates the entire area in this orange, red, fiery light. As Sir Strange and Farrell, you're running up to Ramira and Neth. You just see this orange and red light like snaking along the canyon rock walls and along the ground as the night area, the darkness around you just becomes like a living lava lamp. You look behind you to a fiend holding up this enormous sphere of roiling fire. And you're just like, oh fuck, not again. Holding it up like this.
Doug.
As this giant sphere kind of slowing in motion at first, then whoosh, as a quickness erupts from it way behind. And yeah, Farrell, you see that happening. You've seen it one too many times as you shout out to Strange, Jack! Put your head down. This enormous, loud explosion takes place with a bit of the landmass that was sort of the edge of that canyon just breaks away and tumbles deep down into the darkness below, and the light just shines all around you like a massive flare as a few of these scabbards get engulfed by it. You see the sheen of their turquoise and yellow beetle backs ignite with a big yellow and red flare as the flame consumes them as it takes hold in this deep groove of a crater kind of is where they once were. A few of them have fallen, but the clouds are still in the air, and now their backs are shining yellow and red light.
Unlike Pokemon, do not want to catch them all. So if we could,
You don't want it shiny? They're shiny.
No, we
Stop.
murder them.
Duly noted.
All right. So after that, we come to one of the Scarabs. This one here. But the cloud, the swarm covers that you had hit, Fiend, like they were fairly massive before, and they did shrink quite considerably, but there's still a few of them buzzing in the air and trying to make their way towards the party.
Cool.
But it is that one's turn. And this one here, who's gonna go...
I think we skipped Eric. He's still back in the cave.
Yeah, I got a 20 on initiative.
But that was after Farrell woke you, so you will go under Ramira, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
So
I
like
missed
your turn's still coming out. Yeah.
First to
Damn it.
last.
Yeah, there's one point where being the best is like,
was
fuck!
a bad idea for once. God damn it, I should have rolled.
You're in the cave, really anxious, like, what do I do? Do I go here? What is this?
Fiend, you go ahead. I'll
You're just stretching, waiting for your time to shine. Like, the cat,
my back. I have back issues.
no, you guys go ahead. Don't want to pull anything. This will be right there.
I really got this. You can say
I'll be right there. Ramira's gonna do my stretches.
No, I know. I've got it.
It's fine.
In the morning.
But this swarm is gonna sort of make their way over there, and once again, that strange, glittery pollen falls from their insect wings, and that igniting sort of fiery yellow and red light kind of drains from the back of the shiny beetle's back as the pollen hits the ground, and once again, a swarm, a sand tornado appears, and another one of those silhouettes comes up. Okay. That's going to be that guy's turn. And after that, Scarab. Yes, after that, Scarab, we come back to the top of the round with Ramira.
Okay, wonderful. What I will do, me, a professional who can do things, will cast spiritual weapon.
Hey!
That was it. 2nd level because I don't want to fucking boost it to 3rd for no reason. All right, spiritual weapon. Do I make that a disadvantage or is it just ability checks for exhaustion? It's just ability checks, right?
I believe so.
Wait, let me double check here. Yes. Yes, just on ability checks, so this is fine, right?
Yep.
This is fine. This is fine. Don't. What do you say here? Fuck! 13.
13.
Does that hit? Does that do anything for me? Does that jazz it up?
Are you hitting the sand silhouette?
Yeah, the big guy right in front of me.
No, unfortunately. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It looks like a big version of the mace my mother gave me.
Big version of the mace. Okay, so this sort of ethereal with white light sort of expanding around you that's accompanying the yellow light around you as you kind of conducting the spirit guardians, trying to get the bugs off Neth, keep the other scarabs at bay, keep the sense of the at bay. You're still just extremely tired and drained from Neth displaying that ability, so you're all just pushing the envelope. Beads of sweat are coming down your brow. The veins in your skin and your neck are pulsating. You're heavy. Your breathing's getting heavier and heavier and heavier, but you're doing your best as your pantsuit is just wafting in the sand breeze, and the fire lights are just igniting behind you and from your radiant light in front of you. But you're going to go in for a swing as you put your hand out and this ethereal white light forms into the saloon mace and you go in for a huge strike, but it just hits sand as the body just forms right back and is still pressing the advantage.
Sounds good. And then as my action, I'm going to toll the dead. I would like to think, though, that you see... it's supposed to be like the ringing of bells. I would like to think that you see 2 giant crescent moons swing in pendulums and then slam into each other as they like press out this wild sound. It is also going to be on the giant sand silhouette in front of me.
Okay.
They have to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom
save.
Okay. They fail. That's a 5.
Nice. I don't know how this works. Let's see. 11. Am I reading this correctly? Maybe John would know this better because it says
3d12.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's so exciting. What a smart person. I don't even know what a fucking 12 looks like. Who uses those? Okay, amazing.
Warriors.
I'm going to use one of my dice from Luke Gygax. That's going to be 14 points of necrotic damage.
14 points of necrotic damage. Okie dokie. I'm just checking something on that spell. If my god dang phone would go a bit faster, please. That would be amazing. Thank you.
Toll the Dead is awesome. Thanks, Ivy, for content sharing, because I did not have access to this before.
You're welcome.
Yeah, oh, that's all good. So sorry, how much damage is that again?
14.
14 points of damage.
And that is it for me.
Okay, so like I said, you kind of take out the ethereal, makes the saloon, going for a big swing. It just goes past the sand humanoid figure. Goes about to go in, sort of careening towards you head first, and then you just put your hands together as this ethereal white light goes to your hands. These 2 crescent moons just smash its sand-like head just into 2 different forms, almost like a mold of clay. Just its jaw and its forehead just as you see its 2 eyes over here and its mouth kind of over here as the sand starts to crawl up the body and try to form it back into a regular use. But you smacked it good. It's kind of taken it back and is just wafting there for a little bit. A good hit there. I did, in fact, skip Neth's turn because they were the very, very last. They got a natural 1 on their initiative. So let's see what old Neth is going to do. Yeah, you know what? Go big or go home. Yeah. Go big or go home. That's what I always say. All right. Sand Silhouette's gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw. Spell save DC. Oh no! How do I? 16. All right. Okay. Constitution saving throw. Ha! Oh my god, I'm having such a hard time killing myself. Okay. So that they succeeded on the save. The Sand Silhouette succeeded on the save. Natural 19. I always roll the best when I'm finding myself. It's a curse. It's a blessing as well. But they will take half damage as Neth has all the bugs all over them, kind of distracting them from the bigger threat that's going on, as Ramira is, although incredibly tired, like almost down to one knee, doing the brunt of the work, trying to keep the Scarabs off Neth as they're just being swarmed and too busy pulling them all off of their body, keeping the Sand Silhouette at bay, keeping the arcane Scarabs from getting any closer towards the caves or closer to her friends. You see another swarm of Scarabs go off from the smoking crater that Fiend left as another Sand Silhouette kind of emerges, and finally as they get the Scarabs off of their face, off their eyes, they kind of see what's happening. No. And it looks very worried from the fireball explosion that went off. We need to leave. We need to leave now! Puts up the finger like this. Black lightning starts to form off of their finger as Neth does. Finger of death! Fires it over at the Sand Silhouette. Succeed on the save, but they
we're just blowing spell. Okay.
Neth got some big spells. Okay.
Excuse me.
Neth wants to get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Which way, though?
We shall find out.
Yes.
Do they come from the direction that we came from, or is that further on?
1 second. Okay. Any dice to roll.
So many dice.
That's gonna be 57 points of necrotic damage, cut in half to 29 points of necrotic damage. Okay. So you see Neth get very concerned from the fireball that was just erupted. We have to leave. We have to leave now. Puts up the finger. Black lightning shoots out of their hand, sort of outlined by radiant white light. This dim light appears from their finger. As this little black lightning bolt, almost akin to like the dark saber in Mandalorian, shoots out of their hands. It just hits the Sand Silhouette, and the cloud of sand in their body become distorted and shake apart. Like half their body just droops down and almost becomes dust and falls into ash, but it's still hanging on and almost falls to the ground as the ground kind of claws up their body and starts to slowly reform their Sand Silhouette body. But it is taking a long time. They took a massive hit as the yellow eye one kind of falls down to the side, cracks and explodes. Half the jaw is like drooping and sinking down, but the sand is starting to crawl up and make them whole once more. But it was a big hit. Okay, so that's gonna be Neth's turn? Question mark? Unless they want to move, which they'll take opportunity attacks, so they will just stay where they are. Okay. After Neth, Ramira, you went. Tarek, my boy!
Oh boy, it's time. All right.
Tiefling God of Thunder, what would you like to do?
My boy is going to move 30 feet to begin with. So he's going to go to about there. Yeah, that's the right spot, right? Yeah, that's totally it. And then I'm I'm going to. Terry kind of raises his hand, and flame starts to appear across his palm, and he's going to cast Wall of Fire.
Wall of Fire!
Basically across the canyon, behind where they came from. So if anything wants to come from that direction in the future, they're gonna have to go through a Wall of Fire. I'm gonna cast it so that as many of them are within 10 feet as possible, except Neff. So I don't want to set him on fire. So as many as I can get without Neff being within 10 feet, I want to cast it like that. That's why I've been drawing lines constantly. Trying to work it out. It's like, Neff, you're in a really awkward position, buddy.
All right, so let's see. This is your wall of fire right here.
Yeah, so I believe if it cast
Like
it...
this?
That's 15. Yeah, so if it's like... Yeah, basically in a line across the canyon, it would catch pretty much like all of these ones here, but be just about... That would be 15 feet, so...
So you want to place it like this?
Like... Yeah, about here, kind of across like that.
About there.
Yeah, like that, so that these guys are within 10 feet. Yeah.
So it's within 10 feet of the wall itself?
Yeah. Actually, I'll cast it at more of an angle so I can catch these ones as well. God, Neff, you're in a really awkward position, buddy.
Everyone wants
Please.
to kill Neff. Just trying to live.
Stop it. All right, yeah, I'll cast it where.
So this is the radius of the.
Wall fire. Yeah, any creature that was within 10 feet. So all of these ones just along here.
It does do your friends also get hit from the 10 feet because they're within the radius as well?
Yes, which is why I'm trying to not.
So if you want to just get them.
Yeah, so it'd be
put it there.
All would be affected.
Oh, you would just miss Neff if you place it where I just placed it. You'll hit all the Scarabs and the sand silhouette. Yeah, right here. You see where Neff is?
Yeah.
Right. Oh no, they're just touching it. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. It's within 10 feet of the wall. So if I place it here where I've got it, if I place it there, that would catch all of. No, wait. Place it there. Fuck!
God damn it!
Why have you done this to me?
So this is what I have from 10 feet radius from the wall here. So if you placed the wall where I have it now,
okay,
that seems to be...
That seems very far away for 10 feet.
But yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's being so big. You know what? Fuck it. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. I'm just a DM. What do I know?
Yeah, basically where I'm drawing here would catch all of these ones if I placed it there, but it would not catch Neff because he's 15 feet. So where I've got the edge of my, where I've got my 0 feet on my ruler tool just there, if I place it there, that will catch those three. So that's 3 of them at least. So yeah, just those 3 will be affected.
Okay, I'm trying to turn off this.
Sorry about that. Cool. So those 3 have to make dex saving throws. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, so where the wall is right now?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
So hit that guy. Just those 2 then.
No, it would hit these 3 because it's anywhere on the wall. If any of the wall is within 10 feet.
Yeah, I'm touching the wall right now.
Line.
This is 10 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Like
it's a line. So anywhere on that line, if anywhere on that line is within 10 feet, they will take damage from it.
So I got the line here, 10 feet. It's not reaching the Scarab. 15 feet it will. 10 feet it won't. Line from here, 10 feet. Line from here, 10 feet. You're touching the square in front of the wall.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll just get those 2 then. Yep, that's
all right. We got there. So
far away.
Okay.
The spells at 60 feet. It's by only 120 feet spell.
They roll dex saving throws?
Yes. Dexterity saving throws. Sorry about that, guys.
Ba-da-bum. So for the first one, that's a natural 19 plus 3. Yes. It's 22. Holy shit, I'm rolling so good against my save. Another natural 19. Holy shit! I'm doing well. 22 for both of those mother effers. So that'd be half damage, right?
Half damage, half of 68.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada bop. That is 28 halved, so 14 fire damage. It's not great, but it's something.
14.
Yeah, they both take 14 fire damaggio.
Okay.
All of that for 14 damage. Damn it.
Exactly. So this one over here is gone as you start to sort of run up with your party members over there. Once again, have the Mjolnir by your side, raise up your hands, wreathed in flame, reach over to one end of the canyon, just draw your hand out as this wall of fire just flames up and connects between the two canyons, and there's this swell of heat and fire as the Scarabs starting to surround Neth. Whatever ones are remaining, sort of a second swarm right by them just gets exploded from the fire being erupted, and they just turn to ash and wisp in the wall of fire behind. But one cloud of swarms still clinging on to them as they're trying to get them off from igniting the finger of death. But you did knock out one of the swarms.
Okay. Ramira, did you take some damage, buddy?
Yeah, but I'm okay.
You're looking hurted, because I can bonus action do some.
No, I don't need that yet.
Looking okay?
Yep,
Okay.
I'm doing okay.
All right, well, that will be me then, as that is my action and my movement. So that's me.
Oakley dokily.
I'm rubbing off on you, Kevin.
Shit. All right. So, so this cloud of scarabs next to Neth,
Has to
although
make a wisdom save.
have to make a wisdom save. That's what I was gonna say next. Ooh, is that enough? Oh shit, maybe not. 14.
No.
Poop.
Okay, so that's 48 for you, my pal.
Oh no. Fuck. I was gonna do something cool, and I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so I didn't roll very well. No. 7, 8, 9. That's 9 points of radiant damage. So wasn't that good?
Oh my god. Okay. Ooh.
I failed.
Okay. Well, not particularly, but we'll see what happens there. So that wall of fire, Tarek, as you ignite that, one cloud of scarabs just turns into dust, and black smoke just wisps as they get consumed with the wall of fire. As it explodes, as it comes into full view. Parts of the trail of the wall of fire dusts a big chunk of the scarab cloud over Neth, but a few of them still remain. But the ones that do remain, wisps of radiant, sort of sharp edges, sort of dagger out into stars and moons. As you see the backs of them start to radiate once again, ignited from that wall of fire. You see the bright red and fire red yellow shining off their back as it gives this arcane glow. And with those last few hits, almost knocking out all the scarabs except for one, because they had 1 HP left.
No!
I can't believe you would do this to me.
And as that happens, once again, all the scarabs are about to be knocked out. One flies in the air off Neff's body, getting high up, flutters those wings, and the pollen hits the ground once again.
You keep saying pollen, Kevin. What does that mean?
I don't know. You don't know.
I don't like it.
You just see a pollen-like substance fall to the ground, seemingly after they get hit from some sort of magical reaction.
Gross.
And hits the ground beneath them, and the sand starts to animate once more. It comes alive. Okay. This one. It's not very good. Okie dokie.
I will also add if any of these creatures end their turns within 10 feet of the wall, they once again will take fire damage.
Start their turns. Okay, got it.
End of turn.
End of turn.
If they end their turn within 10 feet of the wall, they will take 5d8 fire damage.
Yes, sir.
Or say 68 because it's upcasted. Never mind.
Yes, sir. Okay, so after that, Scarab is going to flutter those wings, and it's going to stay there. Then we've got this sand silhouette with its body slowly starting to form and come back up as the black charred, almost glass-like visage of the sand that got fried is starting to reform on itself, and it's going to reach out for you, Ramira, and take 2 more strikes.
Do it.
Do it, you mother effer.
You can't. Not with my C4 Labs dice tray.
2 slam attacks. Hey.
You won't.
One is an 18,
No, you won't.
and the other one is a 22.
Fuck, you will.
Fuck.
Oh, your list.
Okay.
Maybe not your worst, Kevin. Maybe, Kevin, dial it back, Kevin. You don't do it.
Yeah, don't do your words, actually. That'd be really great. Thank you. Okay. That's a 9.
C4 Labs do, Kevin.
They want me to do very, very well, I would imagine. The power of these traits make all DMs much better DMs, I would say. I think this is the most saves of succeeding I've had in like the last 4 months, I will say. I think my bad luck is starting to finally turn.
Oh, I don't want to hear about bad
With the
luck.
power of C4 Labs.
I don't want to hear that.
And they're
Have
amazing
a
dice.
battle with our BBEG.
Literally.
Like, maybe we don't.
Do your damage.
I'm trying to
Danger
calculate. It's hard.
That's what DM
15
stands for.
points of bludgeoning damage. As one side of the sand silhouette starts to form, they take their other hand and just boom, just a huge haymaker as you're having a hard time concentrating on all these various magical elements, and one just gets through and boom, huge.
So I
sand.
have to make a Constitution save to keep up my concentration save. LOL.
I think it's for the Spirit Guardians, correct?
Yeah, for Spirit
Yeah.
Guardians. So I have to roll and get at least a 10, if I understand this correctly. Is that right? And I use my spellcasting modifier on top of this, correct?
I believe so.
It's a con save. Con save.
Yeah. Okay, it's a con save. Love that for me. Ew, it's a 14, so we're fine. It's totally good. We're fine, everybody.
You're great. As you're kind of holding up, conducting the symphony of arcane power, you get clocked in the sand silhouette, and the whole Spirit Guardians kind of static and shakes and spikes for a minute, but easily reforms as you hold
Also,
your
Did
composure.
they make a wisdom save at the top of their...
No, they did not.
Roll thine wisdom save, Danger Man.
Oh, fuck.
Stands for now.
Okay. Ha! Fuck. That was a solid 2.
Yeah.
Or a 3.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
so it's at the start of their turn, correct?
Yeah, it's at the start of their turn.
If this kills it, you
Mm.
can take back that damage because I wouldn't have.
Wow, I doubt it will, but I'll try. Damn, why do I roll so low? 3, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 points of damage to
Ooh,
you,
thank you.
Magent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Look my ass.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so it goes in there, goes in for a huge strike with the punch again, spiking up with the radiant Spirit Guardians, getting into the chest, trying to cut off the arm. But as you slice off the sand arm, its form and its fist just continues to fly forward, hitting in the face before it just turns to a cloud and disappears behind you. So able to still get it up, but it clacked you in the face. Okie dokie. That's gonna be
Did
his
you just
turn.
say able to get it?
You know, I was gonna let that one go.
What?
Just gonna.
That's fine.
What did I say?
That's fine.
You're still able to get it up, man. It's good. It's good.
Sure
And
are.
then you said, but we were able to clack you in the face.
Oh, I can't wait for the clips for this one.
I love
Some
the
good
show.
old sand kick.
If you were hesitant about being at my table at D&D in the Castle, just want to say you'll have many options to make many weird references,
Like warm butter through chocolate pudding.
twist my words. If anything, you'll have so many things to talk about afterwards. Saying famous quotes and lines back and forth on why did Kevin say that? Why it doesn't what? Anyways, back to the action. Yeah, you're able to still get it up, and he hits you in the face. Moving on to Farrell. Your go, my friend.
Not bad. Okay, great. Cool.
Good times,
Yeah,
guys. Good times.
Good times. I'm gonna take my 30 feet of movement.
Okay, then.
So I'm gonna go right here next to our lovely fiend.
Sounds great.
All right, and I need to measure something out real quick.
I will say too, the sand silhouette in front of Ramira, their body is looking very rough. They don't have the same sort of humanoid appearance that they once did. Large chunks of their body are sinking. Part of their sand-like body is turned to like glass and rock, and it's not being able to fully form itself. It's having a hard time.
Okay, that's fine. I am actually focused on the two sand silhouettes in the back. So I am actually going to cast at 4th level the opposite of what my party members are casting, and cast Ice Storm. Which I'm gonna read the
Fire and ice.
a hail of rock hard ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much. So I'm going to put it basically, let's see, 20 feet if I'm correct. I want to put it over here. Yep, that should catch all of them. I'm basically going to put it in back here, well, maybe a little further back. That way I can catch everybody. Yep. I want to basically get both those sand silhouettes in its radius of 20 feet.
Putting your own ice storm against the storm of sand. I like it. So you'll get the scarab and the two silhouettes.
I definitely want to get the two silhouettes. That's what I'm main focusing.
And the other scarab.
And the other scarab.
And 20 feet. Okay.
Yep. I need all of them to make me dexterity saving throws.
Dex saves. Okay. Let's see.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're mixing fire and ice. You know, we are the frost breakers. So
Fuck yeah! Don't you forget it. All right. Scarab 1 is a natural 20.
Oh my god. Kevin,
I love today.
it's fine. It's like take half damage.
how
I
are you
love my
rolling
crap son.
so many net 20s today? Could it possibly be because of your amazing C4 Labs dice tray? Perhaps.
The combo of Crit Kit and C4 Labs makes any Dungeon Master an automatic success.
A danger man, if you will.
So
Make him more powerful. He was already dangerous.
One success, so I need rolls from
yeah,
the
so the Dex was a 23 for the sand silhouette. So many tabs. That's a 13 for one sand silhouette.
fail.
And then
I think
That
we
is-
need a tracker for how many
I'm
nat
keeping track.
20s people get.
Oh, I
Well,
thought
I
you
meant for nat 20. We gotta get like a stats
All right,
thing.
so you have one success, one fail.
17 for the other sand silhouette.
Just gets.
Yes.
What's the last
And then for the last scarab. Oh shit. 19.
one? Okay, so you have 3 successes and 1 fail, but they're still gonna take half damage. So
Okay.
you roll all of the damage here because there's 2 different types. It's storm, so they are going to take. Okay, so they're going to take 2d8 bludgeoning. So on the d8. So the d8, they're going to take 5. So they're going to take 7 bludgeoning. And so the ones who were successful will take half that, so 3.
And then this is the cold damage?
Yep, and then 4d6 on the cold damage. 4d6 on the cold damage is going to be 16.
16 cold damage. Okay.
Yep, and so the ones who were successful take half.
So for a total of 23.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be 12 for the half. Okay. Okay. So the sand silhouette failed, I believe, and the other one succeeded. Okay. Calculating. Okay, that one there. And Scarab is 2. And then yeah. That one got hit there. And then yeah, those are the ones that are not so that one. That one. Right. Okay, so that one is going to be no. Okay, yep. And then that one is also Okay, many things. So first off, those scarabs are gone. And the other one is staying, has been touched. Okay, so Farrell, as you run up and join your friends in the fray over here, the smoke from the last fireball kind of wafting in the air as the wall of fire now is sort of illuminating this entire battlefield in front of you, with the darkness sort of eluding you past you in the dark sky up above. Using your own frost-like abilities to create this insane ice storm, and all of the clouds sort of cloud cover comes over and starts to block over the stars above as they seep down and sort of hit the ground as this wave of blackness turns into a dark gray with wisps of lightning and cold air sort of careening around, almost taking the form of the sand silhouettes themselves as this light blue cloud of a snowstorm, an ice storm folds as you see rocks and sand start to solidify and ice start to form over the rocky canyon below, and this sort of humanoid figure takes hold as these rolling sort of cloud arms stretch out and start to battle with the sand silhouettes, just smashing that. 2 little scarabs above Neth just turn into ice and smash into a million pieces like glass. And a few of the scarabs in that other cloud start to fall down to just hard chunks of solid ice and rock. Ping, 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 fall down. And as the 2 extensions of the ice cloud storm hits the sand silhouettes, you start to notice as they kind of use their sand to kind of push it back, the ice connecting with the sand starts to solidify it. You can see their movements getting a bit slower, and little cracks in the sand silhouette, almost like clay, start to form, and their bodies get harder. They're not as lucid as they once were. As this sand cloud and ice storm cloud just careen together, and the yellow lights in the eyes of the mouth kind of flicker for a moment. So good job there. Okay.
That's exactly what I hoped for. I think that's everything.
Okay,
Yep, that's all for me.
Sounds good. Way to go. And after Farrell, we're going to get to one of the sand silhouettes that you just got, which I believe is this guy.
Hey, there's no need to measure all the way to Search Range. Like, we don't need that.
Put your away.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just relax, guy. It's fine.
Relax. What?
It's all good.
Is it?
How much damage from the wall of fire again there, Tarek?
Pardon?
How much damage would, say, the Sandman take if he were to stand next to that wall of fire?
Well, if he is standing inside the wall, he will take 5d8 fire damage at the beginning of his turn.
At the beginning or the end of his turn? I think you said the end last time.
In the wall, which this one over here currently is, it's both. It's when you first enter on your turn and when you end your turn within 10 feet.
All right, so what damage does he take at the start?
5d8 fire damage.
At the start of the turn, so even before they move?
Let me just read the whole thing.
Let me just double check on that.
When you cast the spell, deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of the wall.
Ends its turn.
And then 5 feet of the wall. Creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
So it's not entering, it's just sort of there beside it. It's literally right beside it, so I just want to make sure the wording of it.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So starts his turn by entering to the fire.
Yeah, ends its turn within 10 feet of the wall.
Jordy said entering doesn't mean when it starts its turn. Entering means moving into it.
Oh, moving into it, yeah.
That's what I thought. Thank you. I'm the Skye, Jordy Rose. Okay,
My
so
first time using it.
all good. I remember that situation happening to me before when Jordy DM'd us back in the day, and I was trying to make the same argument. He's like, when it
Fair
goes into it, not when it does.
I wasn't too sure, but yeah.
All good.
But it does have to make a wisdom save if it is going to step into my
God really said butt off.
Oh, rocking a fucking hard place. If it goes just over there, though, it's fine. Out of that.
On the cusp.
On the cusp.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior wisdom save?
No, but have you heard
Lord
of
and Savior Saloon?
our Lord and Savior Haunted Haboob?
What?
Because that's the recharge ability this motherfucker has.
Oh no! I don't like that.
Oh no, what just happened to my Roll20 screen? It just...
It said,
Oh,
no,
thank
you
God.
don't get to recharge.
No, I want to.
Lies and
Sorry,
slander.
my Roll20 screen just like refreshed itself. And I was like, that's not what I want to do. Okay, let's see here. Just so you can see the radius of this. Boop. So, everyone within a 60-foot radius, you see this sand-like humanoid figure after getting hit with the cold lightning and snowstorm. You see bits of the sand start to solidify. It's not able to move around as much as it wants to. And then immediate reaction, you see the eyes and the mouth, just the mouth's particularly shining in that sickly orange color. The bottom jaw of the mouth and just grows exponentially long as the body of the sand person is able to morph its entire body into a massive sand head and just smacks itself into the ground and creates this massive sandstorm. Roiling sand cloud, I should say, of dust and sand filled with frightening shapes start to appear out of the head as it sinks down to the body and just careens over you like a falling sign. So it does that. Okay. Sorry, just reading something.
Strange is literally just in that radius. Right on the edge of it.
Shit, I might have read that long. But that's fine. It still happens. So the sand just sort of careens all around you, and your vision is just blurred for just a moment as all these sand particles just whip around you in the firelight and in the darkness, much like just a huge dust bomb just blew up and kicked up from the ground above you. And when it comes to your turns, we will be doing some things. Okay. Actually, you know what? Actually, okay, no. Sorry. This will happen on your turn. The wording on this is a little weird, but I found it. Okay, so it's going to do that. And that is its turn. After that, we come to Sir Strange. So, Sir Strange, as you are just caught on the wisp of this insane sort of sand cloud that sort of whipped itself right in front of you as you're seeing this huge bulbous sand head fall down on top of you, you've got a couple decisions to make. And one of them being, as you start your turn inside of the cloud, you must choose whether to close your eyes and be blinded until the start of your next turn, or keep your eyes open and something else will happen.
Oh man, what if I get a Sharingan? I want to keep my eyes open.
Keep your eyes open?
God.
Okay,
Listen.
make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Strange, you're so wise. You'll be fine.
No, it hurts. Please stop. Let me see. Get my special dice go, the one that won't kill me. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna use the dice that Saf got me. So hopefully. So what'd you say? Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be 24.
You succeed. As you start to get blinded from the pelting of the sand particles in your eyes as this bulbous head just comes over you and just tries to swallow your party whole. All this dust and sand kips up, kind of wiping the sand out of your eyes, and this dark sort of murky brown cloud is just kind of over you, those sand particles. You start to see shapes form in the dust in front of you. Almost like this shadow of sand and dirt sort of outlining itself, walking towards you as you can barely see your party members anymore. As it walks towards you, you see a shape start to take form. You see antlers start to grow out of the head. This regal robe-like material drops down. Footsteps go towards you as these yellow eyes shine out from the head. I should have left you back there long ago. But you see through it. You are not, you know instantly this isn't real. Your hand shakes for a moment, then clasps on the hilt of your sword. You know this is trickery from the sand silhouette, and you stand sturdy and are not frightened.
Cool. I mean, now that you say that, yeah, no, I'm pretty, I don't get frightened that much because I'm a paladin. But yes, I do see through the ruse. There's no way. Weapon?
I was gonna say, anything you'd like to shout back?
At least you had the balls to say something now than then. I just pull out my sword.
Awesome. Okay, so Strange, what would you like to do next?
Let's see. Where is the figure? The figure is the one in the middle?
This one, yes. So you can sort of, now that the dust is kind of settled, you kind of put your hand over your eyes. You can kind of just barely see the outlines of your party members still in battle. You can see this sort of tunnel-like formation happening that the cloud cover seems to be spurting out of.
Okay. I am going to, with that, the fact that it took the form of Sir Strange's father, I'm going to use my bonus action and I will use Spirit Shroud at 3rd level. And I'd like the spirits to look differently. Just because of the fact that's happening. I'm gonna make one of the shadow figures look like Sir Strange's mom.
Okay.
And I'm going to, with that being said, I'm going to. Okay. And that was a bonus action. Can I still hypothetically dash over there?
So if that was a bonus action, you can use your action to dash still.
Okay. And I'm gonna get right close up to right here, next to. Just get behind. Just get close to this one right here, so I can beat the shit out of him real quick.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go right here, right there.
Ah!
Yeah, right there.
You have to go about there. You're right on top of Neth there.
No, I'm on. Learn your place now. Get down.
All right. And your spirit, are they just staying there?
No, they're coming with me.
Okay. Is that all?
That is all.
All right. So as you kind of make your way past into the sand blizzard, as it will, passing by Fiend and Feral, you rock up past Ramir. The rest of you are pretty blind at this point. Like the dust cloud just hits you all in the face, and you're coughing and wiping away from your eyes.
Oh, hi, guys.
But you hear the clanking of Sir Strange's paladin armor wafting by you, and the rest of you can kind of just barely see this sort of wispy, sort of dark wave kind of waft by as well.
So, let's see. Okay, that's fine. They never specified how many spirits were there, but I just assumed. Let's just say there's one. It's the mom. There we go. Yeah.
All
that
right.
was 3.
As you pass by Neth as well, their eyes are also closed and trying to block the sand from their face. They're not able to see you run by and catch what the image is in detail. But you're ending your turn there?
Yep.
All right. You will have to take damage from the firewall.
I was going to say that, you're
That's
within
okay.
10 feet of the wall. You take.
I think Strange can
5
take
fire
it.
damage.
I can take it. I can take a lot
Also,
of things.
the spirit will need the spirit from last round never took its is still within 10 feet of it when it ended its turn. It didn't take 5d8 damage, so that also needs to take 5d8.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The
So I'll roll both of those.
So it's a dex save?
No, it just takes it because
Just
it's
takes
within
it?
10 feet of the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Oh, I rolled higher on the strangers. Okay, so yeah. So the spirit takes 23 fire damage, and the strange takes 26.
Because the spirit just got. I don't think the spirit has like a hit point. I think it's just based on mine. That's what Spirit Shroud is.
No, not the one next to you.
Sorry, the sand silhouette.
The sand silhouette.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, sand silhouette takes 23, and strange you take 26 fire damage.
Okay.
All right. So you got that in there. All right. So Strange, as you kind of plant yourself there, kind of run past your party members all looking down, sand getting in their face, but you're able to see pretty tried and true as you plant yourself. This shadowy wisp following you down, the blaze of the wall of fire standing next to you as you just skid in the rock and the sand and dirt as the heat radiating off your paladin armor shines off of you. It's there that we're going to take a break. Beep, 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 beep.
Break time already?
That's right, man.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours in, so
It is.
It's like you've forgotten we have something to give away after the break.
Wow. You do?
That's right. We'll be announcing our amazing C4 Labs Dice Tray winner when we come back from the break, everyone. So if you still want to have that last chance to enter into the contest, you can go see the post on our Instagram, and I will be back shortly with a winner for all of you. So don't go away, anybody. We'll be back in like 5-10 minutes or so. See you in a few.
Woo!
Bye.
And we are back. Thanks for waiting for us, everybody. Really appreciate it as we refilled the drink, stretched the legs, and all that good stuff. But we have a winner to announce, everybody. Thank you all who entered into this giveaway. I think, let me just check. What was the total on the comments for entries? Just cracked 400 plus comments for that giveaway there. So thank you all so much for participating. Really, really appreciate it. It's always awesome when we could do these cool giveaways and kind of give back to the community that supports us with all the cool stuff that we get access to. But we do have a winner, everybody. And that winner is Miss Carrot.
That's such a good name.
Congratulations, Miss Carrot.
That's a great name.
You have just got yourself a tasty tray from C4 Labs, a heart-shaped tray. I just want to get the name.
I love that so much.
So I think, was there underscores? I have the video here.
Miss Carrot. Is it like Miss as in
Miss underscore Carrot.
Is it a Miss or Mrs.?
Miss, MISS underscore
Amazing.
Carrot.
We love that.
So congrats, Miss Carrot. Thanks for entering the heart-shaped dice tray giveaway. Thank you, C4 Labs, for putting that up for someone to win. It's super awesome of you. And yeah, we will contact you ASAP and get that dice tray in your hands. And for everyone else who enters in the contest, we appreciate you also. Thank you so much for supporting the stream and for all of these awesome nerdy creators on the channel. But there will be more giveaways, many, many more giveaways coming up very soon, I can tell you that. So many more chances to enter and get some cool stuff. All right, well, with that out of the way, let's jump back into our sandstorm of death, shall we? And last we left off, Mr. Strange running into the fray with a spirit shroud beside them, getting in position with the wall of fire gleaming off of their paladin armor. And we're going to cut to one of the sand silhouettes, which is going to be this one here. Why do you all got to be in Spirit Guardians? So lame. Spirit Guardians.
This is
on,
the
Kevin.
only thing I can do, Kevin.
No, I'm
You know
kidding.
you want to make a wisdom save, Kevin. Come on.
Yeah, you
know
do.
want to.
Yeah, you
Wisdom.
Ah.
Just how wise are our scarabs and our
You know what? I'm afraid of this shit. Ah! Going right in
do.
there.
No.
Trying to stop the person from doing this. Goddamn Spirit Guardians causing all this trouble.
Wisdom save.
That is correct. That is
Or
correct.
else.
I feel like Neth is empowered by seeing their old boss, as in the queen of.
They're
Yeah,
currently
but
blinded still. They haven't had a chance to
I love the idea that they're gonna come out of this blindness and just see this visage. I'd be like, what?
I also really like the idea that we can
Lady.
have this conversation about being like, I'm gonna leave your ass if I ever get into trouble. And she's like,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not meant to leave you.
We all try. We try.
All right. Wisdom save. Come on.
Mullet was the only one who did that, and then she still came back.
That's a crisp 5.
Yeah, get tracked.
Get trash, respectively.
Fuck, why is this so bad? 11, 12, 13 points of radiant damage.
Woo! And I believe this one was attacked from the cold as well. Might be in the sand. going to take a point of cold damage as it moves. As the cold damage cracks along its sand-like body. Oh, of course I rolled a 4 on the d4. That's just great. Okay. So Farrell is temporarily blinded at the moment, but sort of when you were able to see the sand silhouettes kind of move and seeing that icy blast kind of careen into their sand body, you started to see parts of sand body solidify and almost like rock glass-like visages crunching and dropping off of their body, and they can't see anything, but you start to hear things kind of crashing and smashing on the ground as the sand silhouette moves forward. But they're going to make 2 attacks against this mother effing cleric. Yasha! Fuck my life. Okay. 11 will miss. But does a 19 hit?
Yeah, that just meets my AC, Kevon.
Woo! Let's
Come
go. Just wish I could hit you with both of them.
You know, many people say that about me.
If I can hit you with both of them, then something cool can happen. Okay.
Sorry for your loss.
Whap whap. But I did pretty good damage there. That'll be a crisp 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it froze right as you talked, so I don't know what you said.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. I take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
I was wondering why the reaction was so delayed.
Yeah, no, it totally fucked my internet. Okay, 20, so that I'm gonna have to roll a Constitution save on Chris. My DC is a 10 to beat. Ooh, it's an 18, so a 19. I'm good.
Son of a bitch.
Yay.
But as your vision is temporarily blasted, is blinded from the sound cloud around you, just trying to get the sand out of your eyes, and you just see dark blurs all around you, and all of a sudden another sand fist in the side of the head careening you. Again, the spirit guardians just temporarily static for a moment. Sharp images just kind of go out of whack, and then able to keep itself at bay. Okay. After that, we've got the Scarabs. Feisty Scarabs. We got one over here. One over there. Okay. So this one over here is going to go right for Fiend. Nah. As you kind of get into position, you hear the little thrum of the swarm of scarabs start to careen over your body.
You also have to make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it, it sure will. Okay.
So that's a strange, not Fiend.
Correct.
Did I not say it's too strange? Whoops.
You said Mr. Fiend, then I went, oh, that thing's going real far.
Yeah, I was like, you're going fast.
It's just speeding itself up.
I am speed.
All
Fiend's
right.
just like there
Saving
against
throw.
the walls, like, wait, no, go away.
That's a fail as well. Roll them
Nice.
damage.
Rolling. I keep losing my fucking D8s. What do they look like? 2 pyramids stacked on each other. Okay, so that one wasn't bad. Okay. 18, 19, 20, 21 points of radiant damage.
21. Okay. And then for the bite, it's going to have to be quite a meaty bite, but let's see. Nope. That is going to be a 13. That is not going to hit. So Strange's armor, as the loud buzzing noise comes from behind you, so Strange, but you're pretty focused on the task at hand as the spirit guardians just surround you and coil up around you, and spikes kind of wisp out from your armor, taking out the scarabs as chunks of stars and moons, and still the slinking Jack-in-the-Boxes just spurge out as the mouths of the Jack-in-the-Box snapping up the remaining scarabs, keep them off. Yeah. Okay. After that, we come to Fiend. That's why I was saying that. There you are. Hi, spellcaster.
La-ta-ta.
Also, you have 2 choices.
I'm
From
going to
being
keep my eyes open, and I'm rolling wisdom saving throw, and I crit. That's what I have to say.
Fucking bastard.
That's what I have to say is about that.
Well, that's great. Yeah, fuck me. Whatever. Keep going.
Bing bong, fuck your life.
Bang bong.
Alrighty. So, I can't do lots of damages because there's a lot of friends in there. So, what I'm going to do is... Fiend puts his hands together and begins to cast a familiar spell. A colorful, magical-looking Rubik's Cube begins to appear in his hands, and he sends it towards the center of his friends. He will spend 1 sorcery point to cast Careful Spell, so that up to 6 of his allies automatically succeed the saving throw of Hypnotic Pattern. So all enemies in a 30-foot radius, which is every enemy on the board, now needs to make me a wisdom saving throw DC 20.
A wisdom saving throw? I think that's the first one we've had at the session, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we
We've been doing wisdom saving throws all day.
It's been so long since we've had wisdom saving throws. How bizarre.
So 30 radius from you?
30 radius from like right here.
There?
Yeah.
Second there. Okay.
I don't need to move.
No, I'm just using you as the
Yeah.
radius.
Oh, okay.
Point. Whee! Just float on over. Okay. So everyone's going to make some wisdom saving throws. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Correctamundus.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in total. Okay. So for the Scarabs. Natural 1. Wisdom save, 15.
Okay.
Gotta be a 20, right?
Correctamundo.
And then the other 3, son of just gonna roofie my sand silhouettes out of here.
Okay, very tired of game. We go now.
I'm tired of fighting. Night night. Wow.
Did they all succeed? They all.
Good night.
Oh yeah, that's stuff in the face of someone who's all succeeded.
That's a Kevin where I either triple critted or triple won.
No.
2, 6, and 5.
All of them go bye-bye. They're all incapacitated. They sleepy sleep.
Good night.
Ah, glorious.
You ever just put the sand to sleep?
Sleepy sand.
You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe?
I swear to God, Kevin.
You ever put sand to sleep?
Damn it, I can't believe you did that.
I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this to me, Kevin.
Mr. Fiend.
Okay, so what does your hypnosis pattern kind of look like?
It's kind of like a pulsating like Rubik's Cube that's moving and constantly changing, and the colors are just shooting out from the center in like waves. No noise, just which is odd. It's kind of like like makes you uneasy when you look at it, and just changes colors and then pulses a wave and then pulses a new wave. And it stays there for about a minute. I can concentrate on it for a minute, and they remain incapacitated for a minute, or unless somebody does damage to them. So I recommend dropping said wall of fire.
All right. So, Fiend, as you run up, put those hands up, clasp them together. That hole takes forward as the dust cloud just falls down to the ground. The remaining scarabs that are going all over Neth and trying to reach over to Sir Strange's body, just one at a time. The sand cloud, the dust the sand bodies just turn to dust like Thanos snap. They all fall to the ground in mounds of sand. And for what seems like for the moment, all goes quiet.
Right, so you were
Yeah.
saying something about the big boom was bad and we needed to leave.
Whew. Hey guys.
Hello.
Tarek runs up to the rest of you.
She's rubbing
what
sand
happened?
out of her eyes.
Yeah.
God. Ugh.
When was that sandstorm?
We went on a bit of a night walk, and then things got complicated.
Right.
You woke up the sand?
Something like that, I think. I don't really know. Neth?
Okay, no, look. It just starts to like ripping off scarabs that are all just like unconscious or like frozen in ice. We have to leave. We have to leave right now. Right now. Get your shit. We can't be here anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Tarek will dispel the wall of fire.
I could really use, you know what? It's fine. And she, like, tries to brush the sleep out of her eyes. She's like, it's
Do
fine.
you,
No.
do you want carried? Like,
No, it's not that bad. She just has, like, crisp bags under her eyes. I probably should heal myself, though. And I'm going to use probably my necklaces beads to heal myself. Yeah, I'm gonna use my necklace beads to heal myself. I'm gonna walk and talk this while we're doing it.
All right. As you're getting out of there, Ned's just saying to Fiend, you think these things were the worst thing out here? Trust me, there are things out here that I've only seen in my nightmares, and you've just alerted every single one of them that we're out here. We need to leave right now.
Then let's
All
go.
right, we can go now. I'm just saying, maybe you should have warned me before we went into the sands not to use giant fireballs.
that is kind of his thing. He does.
Told you
rubber
to
his
be quiet this whole entire time. What do you? Just get your goddamn stuff out of here.
Ned, that's not really fair. You're the one who caused the initial shitstorm, so
He's like
Oh.
buckling his backpack on, like, I was just saying, then you're the quiet person, and I had to save you.
I was showing you what shit, and you.
I don't know this terrain. You're the one who made the loud noise. Let's just keep walking. It'll be
Less
fine.
arguing,
It's
more
fine.
moving.
It's fine.
Let's
It's
go.
fine. And I cast Pass Without a Trace again. It's fine.
Nice.
Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Everybody gets plus 10 as long as they're within 30 feet of me.
Nice.
To
So
your stealth.
as you go to gather up your supplies and what you thought was going to be your resting spot for the night quickly has just become a quick stop in this journey through the Canyon of Lost Souls. And Neth says, we have to go up. We have to go up. And he starts to climb up one of the canyon walls.
Do we need somewhere safe where all of these things cannot get to us? Because I can provide that.
Oh, you can?
Yes, I have the ability to create a demiplane.
Just make sure it's not that demi-plane.
No, I can create entirely different ones. Never opening that one ever again.
Can you imagine?
other-
Roll initiative
no
again,
other
everybody.
Oh, shit.
No other context.
You know what we do is you just release that on Glooming. You just drop it on Glooming.
That would be a bad idea. I feel like combining those two would be a bad idea.
No, you drop them on Glooming so they fight each other.
So this, so you say you can create a demi-plane. It's like, demi-plane? What are you talking about?
Create an alternate plane of existence that we can go to space that all of us can sleep in. And we can spend some time there.
Can we can all sleep in there?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
actually rather spacious.
It is actually. It's quite
We can
good.
breathe in everything. It's fine.
Pretty
I
cozy.
feel like Kevin is saying this for a reason. I believe
I know,
so.
right?
I believe, yes. It doesn't say anything about oxygen in there. I believe so, yes.
Should be good.
Well, since you're a little unsure about the details of this spell, I'm going to look it up for you.
I'm well. I
Just
no. I
in
thought
case.
you were hinting. I thought you were saying that on purpose to make me think about it. It doesn't say anything about that. It just
What's
says
the
it's,
spell? Demi-plane?
Yes, demiplane.
Basically, your
so
tone has
demiplane
been doing the
opinion.
heckin' concern.
30 feet in each direction. Yeah, an empty room of 30 feet in each direction. Each dimensions. Made of wood or
Yeah,
stone.
basically, the way
spell
that
ends, the
your
door
tone
disappears.
had been doing a heckin' concern.
So this lasts an hour.
Yeah, less now.
and after the hour, it turns off.
It dissipates.
And then anything that's in there is stuck in there.
So you can't sleep in this demiplane. You can't long rest in the demiplane. You could go there for an hour and then pop back out.
Well, we can stay in the demi-plane, and then when we finish our long rest, that would reset the spell, and I can cast it again so we can get out.
That's
It
only
says
an hour.
duration 1 hour. A long rest would be 8 hours.
Yeah, can we not stay in the... We can stay in the demi-plane during that
You
time.
can stay in the demiplane for exactly 60 minutes, 1 hour. Then it ends.
Huh.
That's the duration.
Duration 1 hour.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
It's not like Tiny Hut where it gives you a hut.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you could make it and like hide in there for an hour. So in this instance, if you're trying to explain to Neth that like we could hop in this demiplane for an hour, if something's coming, like we can just hide out for an hour and see if something comes through, and then pop back out. But you can't necessarily sleep in there overnight.
Right. Okay. Sorry, that was me misunderstanding the spell.
Could have been a great trap for me. I was like, yeah, go in there. Oh, you pop down. The giant angry thing is here.
Oh, great.
Not an initiative. But I wouldn't do that to you, Ben. I am a malevolent DM.
Yeah. Yeah.
Xerxes. I am a kind god.
Keep saying lines from that movie all the time. I wanted my turn, okay?
Never mind then. Tarek would know that and not say any of that.
All right, so we're climbing up to the top of these stones.
I mean, where are we wanting to end up? At the top, or?
Neth?
Sorry, say that again. I was just looking.
Neth, you want us to climb upwards to the top of these stones?
Yes, we need to go up. We need to go up right now. We can't be on ground where we just were.
Should
Okay.
we get up there with haste?
Yes,
Perhaps.
immediately now. I don't know how much longer we have.
Okay,
before
can you
comes
see-
down here.
Can we see where? If I look up, can I see where he's trying to get us to? Is it a point that I can see?
The cliffs are fairly high up. This one's probably like 60 feet or so.
Okay. I can teleport the group of us up there.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Saves
Yes.
us being loud, perhaps. Cool. I will cast Scatter then and teleport the group of us up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I will just double check that I can do that. Yes. Yes, I can do that. I can do that. If anyone is unwilling, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold on. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Yeah, any space I can see within 120 feet. As long as I can see it.
Okay. So on the bottom, nothing. We got to go up. We have to go up right now. Right now. You're like, okay, everyone. Grab hands together. On the top. Now you're out looking down the canyon on the top of the rock wall. As you can kind of see the path of the Canyon of Lost Souls kind of careening in all directions. You see that massive crater that fiend left with their fireball spell, and chunks of rock that have careened down to the chasm below. And Neth just tells you, well, get low, get low, get low. With that pass without a trace, you all just sort of get on your stomachs and just sort of stay there for a minute. God damn it!
Okay, sorry.
To the window!
To the window. Thank you. Thank you,
I'm
Don.
sorry, it was
You
just
really-
Dewey is
you
right
really picked
there.
up on what I meant.
It's right there. I needed one tonight. Everybody else got one. I wanted one.
You really picked up on
Whatever's
what I
coming is going to randomly see you if this is going on.
Sorry. Fiend is eaten by a worm again.
There are sandworms. You do know that they're here.
No.
So Neth tells you just to like get down low and just basically hide, like shut the fuck up and just be quiet for a minute. And then a couple of minutes go by. kind of wait. There's an eerie silence that kind of takes hold. Until again, you do hear the rumbling catch up once more, feeling the vibrations in the ground starting to shake. And then you do see the ground start to quake and split. And then from the canyon walls and from the ground, you see the bits of fray of dirt and rock starting to do as from the side of the rock walls, one from the ground and one crawling up the side of the chasm, are 4 massive armored sandworms that just explode out of the ground and start chomping at the air from the wisps of where the fireball was. And these worms you're looking at, they have sort of this red plated, almost tortoiseshell like armor that's kind of in various scaly pieces around them with these rock-like horns that kind of come out of the top of their head, and 2 coming down from the maw, and 2 massive fangs that come upward from their snake-like mouth. And aside from all these red-plated scaled armor are bits of like orangey flesh and a bit of a darker toned yellow plates coming down from the belly, almost like piranhas just swimming around a piece of the T-bone steak. They just go all around, and all of that rock and all of that dirt is just being mixed around as they snake back into the ground, and one of them snakes up. Down to the ground, almost puts the side of its head to the dirt and to the rock. What was everyone's stealth?
I have this at disadvantage. I just
You all
realized.
get +10. You all get +10. You have passive strength.
Oh, I got a natural 20. I'm so mad.
You son of a bitch.
I know. So it's a 26 because I got a 16, but still, I was wrong.
You
27.
totally fish-hooked me with that. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, thanks.
27 for Pharaoh.
27.
32 for Fiend.
32.
Wait, it's a 32.
actually,
sorry.
wait.
It's
Hold
a
on.
32 because
I was
heard
wrong
myself
because I
think-
forgot to put my actual self. Okay. So, 30. Okay, anyways.
Oh,
Tarek got a
Jade.
1.
Okay, but you have a +10.
Oh no, Jade.
It's a nat 1 though.
Oh no,
So get a
Ben.
+10.
Yeah, so 11,
Great.
but natural 1. So
Oh god.
Jade,
Sorry,
what'd you
Jade, what did you get? Oh
It's
no.
not bad. It's like a 14.
Oh, okay.
okay. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Can we just take the overall average of the group? Is that? Can we do
How
that?
did Neth do?
How did our boy do, or our bean?
Neth,
Nothing but Neth.
Nothing but Neth.
my heart hurts.
I'm sorry.
Let's see, how did
My heart. How did they do?
But I'm a material girl.
I had
I got a 32, Kevin. Can't you give me a break?
Okay, hold on. So what did he get?
rolled a 2.
Oh fuck!
good.
I'm running.
Hey, listen, I said
Alright.
I was. It's fine.
Plus 10, so it's a 12.
Uh-huh.
E.
John, what did you say you got?
32?
32 buddies.
E.
I'm about to have to dominate this fucking sandwich.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, guys.
Things are gonna.
Okay, but if we take the overall average of everyone's scores, it's 21. Yes, I did the math. It's 21.
So, as you all keep close to the ground and just hushed, you see this lone sandworm just moving its head putting its snake-like head down to the ground, hearing for vibrations. Tarek.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tarek sneezes. Bit of sand gets in his nose.
Why are you so loud?
And the armor plates and the bony spike-like protrusions coming from the massive maw of this sandworm starts to snakes closer to the wall where you're all at 60 feet high, and starts to look around.
Oh no.
Burrows itself
Okay.
back into the ground, and seemingly you
Oh,
go
thank God.
noticed.
Stupid sand. I hate sand.
Don't you do it.
You already know why, Kevin. You already know why.
Does it get in everything?
It's coarse and it's rough and it's irritating and it gets everywhere.
No! I should say no.
If you get your mommy references, Ben gets his Star Wars references.
True.
Pile them on. It's a Canyon of Lost Souls. All right. So yeah,
Cute.
this. Oh God. This enormous, huge sandworm does not hear you as you just lay low for a while as it burrows itself back down. Okay. I think we're in the clear. We're gonna have to travel up on top of these cliffs for a little bit. They're gonna sense the vibration. They're gonna stay in the area. We might have to travel to the next morning.
I'm so tired, Nath. I'd really prefer if we didn't.
I hate worms.
Well, we can try to find another cave entrance somewhere, but those worms are going to be sticking around this area and defending their territory. But if we're quiet and don't make any more explosions, I think we can be okay until the morning.
We should definitely take watches.
I don't make accidental explosions. I don't sneeze and then there goes a mountain.
Tarek just looks at you.
Well, unintentionally.
Picks up a bit of sand.
Roll a con save.
No. Why would you do this? You know how he is.
I probably failed, actually. That's a 6 plus 7. What's that? 13.
I need a nap, goddammit!
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was a
Cheryl just looks from
Damn
Cuillin to Tarek.
Why would you do that?
Farrell, you and I are gonna go far, far away from here. And
I'm
never
gonna
think
turn
about
us
it.
into little bats.
You know I'm like the loudest sneezer on the planet.
No, I did not know that. I have not heard you sneeze
We're
ever.
gonna turn into little bats from here, and we're gonna fly away.
Honestly, that's what Toon did. And honestly,
Ah.
He did.
I'm likely to take after him. You did.
Guys,
So-
guys, this was supposed to be a joke. It just causes combat. I am so sorry.
You're like,
In
it
an
was-
act of defiance, Tari just takes up a clump of dirt and rock and just puts it into Fiend's face. Achoo!
Honestly, me too, Nath.
And you stay quiet once more. You feel a low rumbling of the sandworms moving underneath your feet. Don't see any pop out of the ground necessarily, but you can feel them tunneling around into the rock and the earth itself, almost like a shark smelling blood in the water.
Maybe we should get away from this particular area before we
I
rest.
agree, yes. I
Yes.
think that's a good idea.
Okay. You think you can remove that cloud for a minute? As the cloud from the ice storm is still hanging about.
Oh yeah, got it.
As the gray clouds kind of dissipate and the night sky is open once more with the stars lighting up, Neth kind of just takes one look up. Okay. Follow me. Slowly gets up and starts to lead you on top of the cliff tops. And you can see that the canyon sort of, now that you're up on a kind of a bird's eye view, you just see almost like an ant hill, like an ant home. There's just various tunnels spining and vining out in all directions. Same with the Canyon of Lost Souls. You just see walkways and paths just like going in just so many various directions. But with Net's help, he's kind of guiding you to get to the next spot, the next outpost. But with some of you who have dimension door teleporting abilities, you won't necessarily have to roll, acrobatics or athletics checks to be able to like jump across chasms or kind of grow back down. So we won't bother doing all those rolls because you'd be like, I do this, boom, 1, boom, 2, boom, 3. But across various sort of gaps in the chasm, Neth kind of leads you, directing you to the next outpost, the next kind of stop that they're aware of nearby, another cave to go into or anything like that. It takes you about a couple of hours from where you are. So, and it's bitterly cold out here as well at nighttime. You start, now that the adrenaline is kind of worn off, you can kind of feel like the cold night air like freezing in the tips of your fingers and the aching into your bones, into your legs. And with no winter wear currently on, I'm going to need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
I'm in a belly shirt.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
It is the night of
Plus
nat
2.
20s.
22.
It really is.
I'm so pleased. I haven't gotten that 20 in a little while, actually.
11.
Despite having disadvantage, I still got a 17.
Nice.
What are we rolling again?
Constitution saving throw, my friend.
Got a 19.
Is everyone near me?
Yeah, you're all kind of like huddled together.
Oh.
Oh, you're so smart. Your brain is so big.
Let me see. I forgot. Let me go check my bonus, what you guys get from me. I'll pull that up and roll my dice real quick. Okay. So you guys get a +4 on your saves.
Nice. 26 with a
20.
This is con, right? Constitution?
Yeah.
Nice. 21 then.
15.
I could do it,
Okay.
John. Do it.
Okay.
So many.
30.
Oh God. So actually through the combination of dimension door and teleportation, you're able to really cut the time quite quickly actually. And because you're not spending too much time out in the open as you would be if you were climbing or having to jump to these chasms, the coldness of the night air doesn't affect you harshly. The constant movement through the spells and getting across these cavernous cliff sides, it's kind of keeping your adrenaline up and keeping your warm a bit more warmer, but you are gonna have to find shelter fairly quickly. But through like teleporting across these cliff tops, you get a good couple miles away from where the fireball had been set off. But about a couple hours kind of goes by, and Neth kind of stops everyone and says, I think I see a cave down there. It's not one of the ones I usually use, but there's cover if you need it.
Safe.
I
You-
guess I haven't been in there before, but it's up to you guys.
Do you want me to look? I can turn into a bat.
Please, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to wild shape and turn into a bat. Small little black bat with little horns.
Horn bats do exist.
They do, and now Farrell is a small bat. And I'm going to flutter down to this cave entrance and fly inside.
Okay. So the rest of you being very quiet on the cliffside tops, kind of going upward, not staying on the ground path. You see, there's no flash. Farrell flap with her little bat wing, his little tiefling horn still up.
Well, I'm
Go down
imagining it's
into
just
the
a
cave.
Zubat. Just because Farrell's blue, I'm just imagining it as Zubat.
That's accurate.
A wild feral has appeared. It's Pokemon.
So yeah, in your little bat form, fly down to the cave system. Make a perception check.
I have advantage as a bat.
Sure.
Oh, that's a 19. And that's a 6. So 19.
19 and a 6. So going to the entrance, you kind of see the grayscale.
Cheide, no! Oh
Nah, you penalizing them for real life sneezes.
But
How
it's so
dare you.
good. It's so good.
no! That's such good timing, too. Farrell's just like, oh, I'll stealthily go. Oh, God.
With your bat form, swoop into this cave and kind of get your legs to carry you sort of upside down as you just look around the area and the sort of grayscale light that your dark vision kind of provides. And you see this trail, this black liquid trail, seemingly coming out, or being pulled in, I should say, from the mouth of the cave, sort of inward. And it goes farther back into the darkness.
I'm going to fly a little bit more into the darkness.
Sort of going a bit deeper, about like 50 feet in or so. So you kind of like reach the end. It seems to have an end point. And you see a few pile of bones. Some that still have charred meat, or not charred meat, but ripped meat from them. Doesn't look super fresh, like it just happened like an hour ago, but maybe a few days ago. You look down the skeletons. Make me a nature check.
Okay. I was about to say, I want to investigate the bones. It is a, let's see, 17.
17, okay. So looking down at this pile of bones, it resembles skeletons of displacer beasts. As you see the various spined tails of them from the back and chunks of the black furred meat like ripped from the bone. The trail, this black inky trail kind of leading over to it. And then splurts of blood and flesh that are kind of caked and dried and old. And then accompanied behind that is a pile of other bones of various local wildlife, of rats and goats and other desert sort of creatures that sort of fill up this area. For all intents and purposes, it looks like there was some sort of den for the displacer beast, but an odd environment for one to be in. But it looked like this was their den of sorts, but it looked like something found them.
I'm not seeing any movement or anything like that. Like, there doesn't seem to be anything else around me other than this. Can I just want to do like a quick scan like above me as well, just in case.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Okay. I have advantage. That is a 4, and that is a 15. So 15.
15. You kind of look up and just see various stalactites, stalagmites, like rock formations pointed down. forming from the ceiling above you. See a couple things dripping, sort of liquidy substance kind of dripping from the top into puddles on the ground. That's about it.
Okay. All right. I don't see any other trails or anything else other than this black inkiness. Okay. If that's all I see, and on my way out, I'll do another scan around just to make sure that there's nothing else. And if not, I will fly back to my friends.
Okay. Yeah, do another quick look around.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to be anything else of note.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up to my friends and then turn back into myself.
Okay.
And poof. So I'm a little concerned. Just how many displacer beasts were there, Kevin, before I get too far into this?
There was 2 of them.
2? Okay. So I'm a little concerned. Not that there was anything living in the cave, but just what's dead in the cave. There was 2 dead, shredded displacer beasts. Like this was their home, and then something came in and killed them.
Something came in and killed a displacer beast.
2 of them.
2 of them. Okay, that's.
Oh no,
That's
there were a
concerning.
mommy and a daddy, and they killed them. That is what Ramira says, by the way.
I was about to ask, is that Ramira or Saf?
No, it is both of us, but it is Ramira going.
Girls just gonna kind of.
Ramira in her sleep-deprived state, just like, oh no.
Getting very, very small
Oh,
as they continue to walk on. Instead of being like a 5'8" human girl, she's getting to be like a 5'4" human girl. She's getting smaller by the minute.
just kind of looking at Ramira. Okay, all right, somebody needs a nap. Anyway,
Nath, it seems odd that a displaced beast would be here.
it's a weird place, right? Like this is weird. Like I may not know much or had much experience with displacer beasts, but the little I do know, this is weird.
Yes, quite. It might be dangerous going down there, but can we really go much further?
I mean, they are dead. I'm just more worried of if whatever it was came.
I'm worried about what killed them. Rather than.
It's either here or we keep going forward, everybody.
Do you know anywhere near here, close by, that we can instead? Or is this it?
Well, the outposts that I have marked on this trail, they're usually 8 hours apart. I've already gone through a couple hours, but the next one isn't for quite some time. We can push through and I can take us there, but it's going to take all night.
If we take shifts, we might be all right here.
So strange.
I just wanted to clarify. If you'd allow me, I never took down my spirit trap.
Your dead
Oh,
mom
yeah,
is
that's
walking
right.
with you
I
this whole
never
time?
took.
Oh my
It's
god!
there for defense, homie. Fuck,
That
dude.
just means the maiden of like light magic.
fixed on sight.
Magic. It's
How
just
long have we been walking, though?
Listen, I'll use up all my spell slots so that way my mom can keep me company.
Oh
Ramira has
Traumatic
left the chat.
experience. Where I
Star Strange
saw my-
2022. I'll use up all my spell slots so my mom can keep me company.
Apparently she couldn't keep me company for a while.
Not that
Oh my
your girlfriend is sitting right there, but your mom.
Well,
hey, ladies, it's
Ramira,
after
here's the
their
mom.
Oh,
man, that's right.
it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, we can just have it if you allow me. Like, we're,
Yeah.
That's fine. That's not the issue. It's
just
the fact that
trailing.
Neth is like, boss?
Nah,
Okay.
Neth's been gone for a while. Neth won't remember.
I'm so sorry, but Ramira also would have been like, hey, who's your friend?
It's my mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's just,
Like literally or metaphorically?
she's just gonna hang out with us?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, are you feeling well?
No, I just saw a distorted image of my sort of shitty dad. Of course, I want to have my distorted image of my somewhat peaceful mom.
So this is balancing it out.
This is
Balancing it out.
a yin and
Literally.
yang situation.
And as you guys kind of had this conversation, because for all intents and purposes, we'll say that the wisp, the spirit shroud, when it was near you, kind of had the form of the Queen of Night and Magic in full detail. When you were concentrating at your hardest, when your friends were kind of in peril, and when that sand blast hit, you formed it, went to take it out, and when the hypnotic pattern diffused the situation, and everything went down, Neth was just more concerned about the situation of like, fuck, we gotta leave, we gotta get out of here, we need to go. It was just not even looking at sort of shadowy figure that you kind of had beside you, and at times kind of almost like envelops your body like a wisp, like a spirit kind of coming off of your essence. It was just not concerned with even like paying attention at all. Like, we need the fuck out of here and we need to go now. And it was just like not ever like really paying attention to looking at you. It was just like, we got to go up top, and always had their eyes on other things. But this whole time, the shroud has been like wisping off of you. You've kept it close as you've kind of been going through this trail nearby, just in case anything else was going to come out of the rock, out of anywhere. Really, this place is uber dangerous. So you just kind of have it on you at all times right now, just in case another surprise comes your way. And as you guys are kind of having this conversation, as you're waiting for Farrell to kind of come back in bat form, you're all just like sneaking on the side of the rock, and then you just all started having this conversation. Strange. Is your mom going to be hanging with us all the time? Well, I don't know. I saw my dad. Just having like a little bit of a sibling talk, like a family talk here. Just out of noise. I thought I told you guys to be quiet. And then kind of looks over to Strange saying this, and the back of the head of the shroud is kind of faced over where Strange is facing. And Neth goes over, can you guys, I'm serious, you're not quiet. And the head just like turns his head and looks over at Neth. I tell you.
Strange is still talking around like, look, I had a very traumatic experience.
I know,
and I need to be ready at a moment's notice, / you know what I'm saying?
Do you want a hug?
Yeah, I need to hug. I need to hug Pat.
She just hugs and pats. Yeah, and as her head's over their shoulder, she's looking at Fiend like, what is going on?
I think it's rather strange to be so affectionate with shadows.
No, their mom isn't. No, shut the fuck up. She puts her hands on their ears.
Looking at Strange having like this hard arm.
Strange, darling. I would love it maybe if we could. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is.
She's gonna pull them away from her shoulder and then hold their face and go, hey, this is.
Fuck the guys.
She's literally squeezing their face and like, hey, breathe in with me. You're gonna have to kind of get a hold of yourself right now because it could kill us if you don't.
It's not. No.
She starts clenching like their face, and her hands are just, hey, you wicked, gotta shut up right now, or we're gonna die.
All right, look, we don't have a choice. And at that point, Farrell comes back in the bat form.
As Lance looks. What's that? Okay.
I don't know.
Anyways, okay. Anyways.
Oh.
I'll
so
explain
much healing.
Mr. Beast thing. So, okay. If we are so far from resting point, then maybe we just go in this cave. We just take watches. It's fine. If nothing else, we throw the dead bodies at this place for beasts that whatever ate them. They're dead already.
This is what you want. We have to do this. All right. Teleport us down there. And that's for you to kind of send everybody back down again.
Do we have that capability currently?
I don't know, Ben.
I could take one person.
I
don't.
We have to climb.
Oh no, we have to climb down.
Oh, I won't be climbing down.
Okay,
I have the ability to teleport as many
I
times
think
as I
she's
want.
gonna Fiend, maybe you could take Strange down with you
I
quite
could just turn into a bird.
just
I could just turn into a giant eagle.
yeah, that's fair.
I'll just do that.
We've been walking this whole time.
Yeah.
And we could have done the double eagle thing again.
I mean, wait. Where do we need to go? Is it like up, down? Where's
It's literally just like down and sort of
how many feet?
diagonally down. And
Strange,
like,
no. I see we.
Jump.
it's
How many
60 feet down.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Should I
not.
jump?
No,
No.
I have dimension door.
Okay.
We all just kind of like, I don't want.
That's how we all went to the same place.
No,
So Strange
no.
can take somebody with their dimension door. I can take somebody with my dimension door, and
I'll find my way down.
big.
What about Neth?
That's fine. You take Neth. I'll be fine.
I can get down there myself as well.
Oh.
Tarek walks to the edge and whoop, disappears over the side. He is walking down the wall.
He just Sinbaded us.
I was about to say bye. All right. Somebody take Ramira or Sir Strange take Ramira. Why are you like whispering? Why are you sniffling?
Don't ask them a question right now. We need to go.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Either way, we all get down there. Either way, we all get down there.
We all get down there somehow. And see.
After Sir Strange uses dimension door, like opens their door, I like pull their door shut and then open it again.
Yes.
Amazing. Wait, Fiend, take me with you.
Crazy.
All right, so one at a time through Tarek using his spider climb boots to go down the side of the wall.
Finally using it.
Two of you do your dimension doors to get the other two gone. As soon as Neth says, I can get myself down, you're kind of talking about how you're going to get everyone down. You look back and you see this sort of gray and black mist that just sort of forms to this gaseous like visage and just starts to float down towards the bottom of the canyon. But one at a time as you go down, sort of near the cave mouth, the outline of the arcane door in green and dark purple as you all just come out of it one after the other. Tarek. How long does Path of a Trace last?
That's a trace last, I believe, 1 hour.
Und hour.
Yeah, I
So it
believe
would
it's
have
1 hour.
it would have dissipated at this point to
Yeah.
travel. Tarek, roll me a stealth check.
Oh god. Oh, that's right. You're walking down the side of the wall.
Oh no! It's from the wall.
I rolled better this time. Oh no, where's my character sheet? Oh no, there it is.
Welcome to my life.
Stealth. Yes, that is a crisp +8 to that. So that is a 25. Because I rolled a 17 +8.
All right, so the boots are not silent by any means. With each
It's a
walk they
cloak.
go down. Oh, the cloak, right? But your boots still not meant for sneaking. Kind of crunch on the rock wall. You're doing your best just to like do heel toe.
Eric is Spider-Man crawling down the wall.
But as you're just like walking perpendicular, you kind of every like 3 steps or so, you just kind of like stop for a minute and just kind of look around and go down a little bit more. Takes you a bit of time, but eventually do make it down the ground near the cave mouth with the other party members waiting there.
Made it.
And just like, come on.
Did you really have to do the whole like spider walk thing? Like,
Yes.
were you just,
Oh, he was having a good
I mean, it
time.
looked like
It
you were
was-
having some fun.
I wanted to start to simply walk on a wall. You have to do the thing.
Oh.
The thing,
How it
the
works.
thing.
And on that note, Ramira has hooked arms with Strange and is gently guiding into the cave.
All right. So as you all
Spider-Man
enter
is
the mouth of the, enter the mouth of the cave, Ness says, "All right, looks outside the stars. It's getting very, very late. We've got to set up camp and head out first thing in the morning. So get as much rest as you can, okay?"
Who's taking first?
I'll take a watch.
Oh,
No, I'm sad and upset.
I was gonna say, I will also take that first watch, question mark.
All right. I will take second then if you two want to take first.
Oh, I mean, that wasn't in character, but she was just like raising her hand.
Oh.
I figured I would just like to sleep in one foul swoop when I do go to sleep.
Right.
Yeah, you probably need it, honestly.
Was it the bags that gave it away?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Those
You're-
are the getting upset about the
You-
place that
I'm just gonna.
What?
I won't wander off this time, and I'll do my
Please,
job.
please don't do that.
Sorry, I was curious.
Cleaning up never
No, you're
seems to
fine.
go
I'm just more worried that you're also shrinking. So like,
What? And she's like 5'2" at this point, almost her original height. No, oh,
I just thought maybe you were a little sleepy. So
she launches back into her 5'8" self. No, I'm fine.
okay, all right. As long as you're okay, and you take watch.
All right.
Okay. Set up your bedrolls. Get some rest. Try not to make anything pop out of the ground while you're here.
Hey, you're the one who showed me all the fun stuff initially. Don't go blaming us.
It's the last time I'll open up to anybody ever again. Thanks.
Ooh.
And just turns around and starts to walk.
Derek just looks at Ramiro like, what did you say to him?
She pouts.
It's like he opened up to me just fine. What did you do?
She pouts really hard and she goes, I don't really like that.
Oh, no, it's
Oh.
okay. I'm sure he didn't mean it.
I didn't even do anything. He's just blaming people for the things that they did.
It's always the they thems, I swear to
It's
God.
always the
All
The
right,
non-binary.
I'm gonna go take my walk. All right, I'm gonna get what? I'm gonna take my watch.
Yeah, Sir Shade is already like off with their sword and their trauma.
And their trauma.
Farrell's hands are up. She walks further into the cave and sets up her bedroll. She's like,
I'll come get you when I'm ready.
All right.
So the three of you, Fiend, Tarek, and Farrell, you kind of go kind of near where the Displacer Beast's bones are, and it's a bit of a rotting smell from the meat at this point too. It's not the most pleasant, but it's kind of all you have, and you hear the faint buzzing of flies kind of going around.
Prestidigitation.
that's the who's gonna press
Magical Febreze.
Yep. It's gonna last an hour, or it's gonna last. I think actually. hold
Enough to fall asleep too.
That's all I need to
That's
get
that's the plan. Just long enough for us to fall asleep. 1 hour. It'll last 1 hour, and I'll do it twice. Roses and cinnamon.
Ooh,
Nice.
quite the combo. All right,
Sweet.
I run after my friend and I go outside, just on the edge. You're not gonna go too far, are you?
Are you talking to where? Are you talking to Strange or?
Yeah.
Because you have more than there's a lot of friends here.
Oh.
Yeah, so Strange and Ramira kind of go off towards the mouth of the cave as Neth kind of goes off.
You got a lot of friends. You got a lot of friends. Oh, the Sansu boots.
Well, we don't have a title. We don't have a label. It's their friend that she sometimes.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
yeah,
We
so that's-
Sometimes.
casually cool.
you gotta kiss the homies.
You know that if you're not kissing the homies, what are you doing?
Kevin, I'm jumping off the cliff. I'm just,
No,
just
don't do that. She's after her.
As Ramira and Sir
Fred.
Strange go out to the entrance of the cave, Neth kind of goes off to the a place sort of over to the left, kind of on their own in a more open space, kind of in the shadows, just start to sharpening their dagger, and they just kind of take some time to themselves as the two of you go forward to the entrance of the cave.
I'm honest. With all the adventuring and everything I've done,
I haven't really had enough time to process what happened.
I
You
understand.
know, my mom was just there, and then, then she wasn't. And then my father, well, didn't care much for me either way. As I said before,
Yes.
you know what it's like to have your value drop down to that of a weapon?
I have an idea.
And that's why I know it's not healthy. But I don't think I'll heal. I miss my mom a lot. And I never got to say goodbye. You know, my father often said that we looked alike. And I like to think that's the reason why he sent me away. Not because I was useful or not because my value. No, it was because I looked like my mom. And he couldn't protect her, couldn't save her. He didn't want to deal with the responsibility of the potential of their child hating him. Do I hate my father? No. But I do recognize the error in his rule. The people he's hurt, the rules he may have broken. You know, my mother. Funny enough, my mother was one that taught me how to be human. Now she's not here anymore. And every day I wake up less human than I remember. Now she's gone. She's probably dead. Because what kind of mother wouldn't let her child know that they're still alive? Been around for, hundreds and hundreds of years, and not so much as a letter or even a sign. Just goodbye, I'm out of your life. And then my memories were taken away, and now I have them back. I'm sorry, this is a lot of trauma dumping. I probably should have, opened up with a disclaimer, but I know that you have problems of your own, and I just felt like I needed to explain why the ghostly figment of my mother was still around. I was a bit selfish.
Well, I don't think it's a bad thing that you miss your mom. I think if I could conjure up the details of my parents, I would. I don't know what to say to you. It just seems like you're grieving and you deserve that time to grieve it.
I don't have enough time.
Right now we do. Right here. Just for a little bit. Not all that you need, but in spurts and moments and stolen glances.
Every time I think of my mother, I think of the ways I'll tear apart Asgard. Because they took her away from me. Their selfishness, their resolve to conquer and take what is not theirs. Every time I think of my mother, when I should grieve, I think of how I'll sink my blade into Odin's chest and rip him apart. When I think of my mother, I think of how we were betrayed. I think of how my home burned, my people razed. I think of the fields that were once home to so many beautiful people, destroyed. Why? Because a god decided that it was theirs. I don't like how I think. All I think of is vengeance when I should grieve. And as I said, my mother taught me to be human. And the Asgardians took the very few things that kept me human. Aside from a few others.
You know, you and Fiend are a great deal more alike than I initially thought.
It's a shadow thing, huh?
Oh, well, I think there's a bit more to it than that. But let me ask you, should you gain the power that you need to burn Asgard to the ground and plunge your blade into Odin, whatever way you see fit in that moment, will you feel at peace after that?
It's not that I want power. I know I already have it. It's just a matter of using it.
And
no, I don't think it'll be fulfilled. But at least I know that my home will be safe. At least for a little while.
Sorry, I think I heard something in the distance.
Sound like a sneeze, huh?
Almost. Very
Yeah,
echoey.
very, very ethereal.
Almost like the loudest one in the land.
Mm.
Interesting. I wish I had words to soothe you like a self. I don't. And I can't quite understand, unfortunately, the great lengths that you seem to wish to go through. There will always be something threatening, always on the horizon, always, always, always. That's part of living. So unfortunately, I don't, and perhaps you're not even looking for it. I suppose that's the fixer in me. Let me keep my thoughts to myself.
I'd love to hear them, but if you feel the need to keep them to yourself, I will respect that. Thank you for allowing me to share mine.
I want the best for this entire party. Even Fiend, which I get concerned more and more every day that godship might actually be good for him. Don't ask me how that came to be. But
You know, funny enough, all my vengeance and wrath aside, which is actually fairly small.
oh, is it?
Oh yes, just bottled up, compartmentalizing, as they say. Fiend would make a perfect Asgardian god.
That would make us sinners in the hands of an angry one.
We're all sort of connected in a way through murder, so it's like I don't think this really. I think we've been there.
Sure. I don't think that vengeance ever stops.
No. And I'm afraid of that. Because an oath made is an oath that shouldn't be broken.
And where does that shouldn't come from?
Well, when paladins break their oaths, they don't end up being okay.
I seem to remember that you had an oath a little bit different than this one before.
Oh, yes. It's just that this oath was so powerful, at least the conviction at the time, it sort of overrode the other one.
Oh. And you seem to think that what the state you're in now is okay.
It's not.
And so how will you continue living?
I'll be honest. Before I met you, I didn't.
It's a terrible thing to live for another.
Oh, yes. I mean, no, I'm not quite living for you, but you're one of the reasons. I mean, there's Fiend, there's Tarek, there's Feral.
Tarek's dad.
I haven't met Tarek's dad yet. There's Toon. There's those little munchkins that Fiends are the adopted parents of.
Sure.
Tarek's dad.
I had to make it canon.
Tarek turns over in his sleep.
No, Father.
My new stepdad. No.
I hate it here.
I watched the light fade from Kevin's eyes as he's like,
At that exact moment, Tarek wakes up for his
Yeah,
lunch.
this is
What
weird.
about my dad?
Kevin revokes our RP license and never lets us RP again.
he's like, no,
But,
never again. No.
The point
Yeah.
I'm making is that there's always something, always some bullshit happening somehow, and everyone dies one day, so I may as well make it a good life. Even if you live a long time, you still die one day. One day. You're telling me you don't die?
I can die. It's just that being a Fae, we live very long lives, and
You're seeing things happen in Ramira's mind as she's like, oh, I've never considered how long I'm going to be alive now.
after the first 100 years, it gets boring. Then we find ways to live on. I have. I mean, first it was like, redemption. And then it was, for a time, crochet. And
Oh
then
God, I was
it
just going to
it's-
say maybe I'll pick up crochet. This is really bad. No, well, I'll just be an adventurer for a really long time, and then I'll get a farm somewhere. Oh, something. Maybe a family. That'll keep me busy for a while.
it sounds nice.
Anyways.
I did that once.
You did. You told me about your loved ones in the past.
Her name is Marilyn.
Your mother?
My daughter.
Oh.
She's about this tall. She has golden locks. And from what I've seen, she has a mean right hook.
Good. Like her parent.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Is that who you saw in the portal?
Yeah.
Right.
And I figured I should tell you. Because I don't hide anything from you. It wouldn't be right. But know this. I still love you.
She is having a hard time putting these pieces together.
Look, no pressure at all.
Well,
I'm not very good with timing.
Sure.
But
when
we're
is a good
almost
time?
always dying.
Yes,
half the time.
almost always, entirely, and pretty much me every time.
Don't worry about it. Well, that's a bit much. I still love you, but understand that if what I saw is true, if she's out there, she's the child of a fae.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like children of fae almost have the most miserable of lives.
Well, yeah, sure.
And I love her too.
Mm-hmm.
Just figured I'd share that.
I would never make you choose, for the record.
I know.
All right. I'm just having a hard time with all of this. I thought I'd maybe handle something like this better, but in the moment I'm really having, just a lot to take in.
It's okay. Maybe I should have been better about the timing, but it just didn't feel right hiding something from you.
There's no good timing. I just have a lot to think about.
And regardless of what you choose, regardless of whatever comes to mind, I'll be here.
Thank you.
And with that, Strange sort of just realizing, okay, maybe I've said a lot, puts on their helmet and just sort of keeps watch.
She would just sit there quietly next to them and just hold pinkies quietly in the nighttime as she processes and also takes watch. If they will hold hands with her.
Nap in the corner, what the fuck? Yo!
Neth is like, yo, man.
We weren't
Like,
talking very quietly, were we? No, we were.
No,
We,
not at all.
No. That's just like, what the shit is this group?
yo.
Neth is like, hey, yo.
Even the sandworm that's listening in right now is like, oh, I'm just gonna leave those guys. They seem
It's
like
like,
they have their own
oh.
shit going on. I'm just gonna go.
I don't know if that's
But yeah, she's gonna hold their
Make a
hand.
perception check for the two of you.
Oh no, I'm disadvantaging. Ooh,
The worm
yucky.
stopped listening at the Tarek stat. That was when the worm stopped listening.
Oh,
Yeah. Perception.
nat 20.
Oh, I got an
Plus
8.
two.
I got an 8 because I'm at disadvantage because I'm exhausted. So she's just gonna hold their hand and stare blankly into the middle space.
Okay. So as you have this conversation, you once again start to feel the ground shake a little bit. Not in the same sort of reverberation as the sandworms, but in more of a something walking, heavy footsteps, sort of coming down the walkway towards your cave. Sneth comes out of the shadows against the rock wall right next to you, just peering out, goes, just tells you to kind of go up along the side of the cave wall. Needs you two to roll stealth checks.
Wait, like us being stealth? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Strange. Stealth, the thing that you're so good at. Clank, clank, clank.
Okay, not bad. Okay, that's gonna be 15. I rolled at disadvantage.
An 11 for me.
An 11. So you hear these heavy footsteps, or these heavy whatever they could be. This Neth kind of comes out of the shadows, puts a finger to their mouth. gets you to go along the sides of the cave wall. As you see a pair, 3 of them in fact, of huge rock-like elementals start to walk by the cave, wearing bits of armor sort of around where a head would be, and forearm and shins. Some carrying spears, some carrying swords, but they have this almost like juggernaut-like visage to them. The helmet kind of long, big and round with that kind of points down the end that leaves a bit of a sort of slot for the eyes into the mouth. A bronze sort of chest metal piece that kind of covers the chest area here, and the forearm gauntlets here, and the shin guards on top of just collections of boulders and rock and red sand and red dirt, kind of amalgamating in these humanoid looking rock elementals with bronze armor that walk by. As Neth just kind of has a hand by the both of you. Okay, I think we're okay.
Are those piloted?
Some mages have tried to make the trek to the Canyon of Lost Souls. Bits of enchanted armor that they use to infuse the land to serve them at their own purpose, and some mages get slain. The armor has a sentience of its own.
Oh.
Yeah, roaming at rock elementals. There's a few of them out here.
Well, I guess we'll know what happens to me when I die. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Well,
I didn't get it. Did you get it?
No, but if we're talking about death, if I break an oath and if I die, I turn into a death knight. If that helps.
Oh, what? No wonder you didn't.
Oh, super edgy. That's the thing. I'm sorry. What's your name? Looks over at now. What's your name now? I don't think we've ever spoken before.
Yes. Name is Neth.
Neth. Yes, you're the one I traded my armor for. I hope you're okay, by the way.
Doing okay. Day by day, if we can survive this trek. It's not many a time a day that I am asked to guide a group of adventurers to the end of the Canyon of the Lost Souls. But here we are.
We're a handful.
Sometimes two.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't necessarily told me why you want to get to the end.
It's
I mean, if...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, with that, that's saying something. If we tell you, you know too much, something. It's important, and strange remembering the bit. It's important Fae business. Technically?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Important Fae business.
For the prince.
Oh,
Does
right,
that
yep.
make me a princess of like the weird jestery court that my dad has? That feels weird. I don't want to be. Maybe I do. It seems fun.
Yeah, trust me. The only thing that comes with the title is just a bigger ego and...
Well, I mean, my dad's like kind of an idiot, so...
Oh my gosh, did I insult your dad? I dissed your dad and I won.
You did, which seems to be a very difficult thing to do. Yeah, it's very important that you know. And she goes through like a brief history of family. And she's
Yeah.
My dad is Sirius of the Fae Court, and I forgot what it is, of fun, essentially. And my mom is the... Ivy's face is killing me.
And
Relax.
then
My mom is the moon, goddess of the moon, and, and then goes over to Strange.
My dad is the Oak Lord, and my mom is the Queen of Error and Darkness. You know, she's a bit edgy, but, you know...
She's beautiful, though.
Saf. Ramira. Shit. Sorry. That's my other baby mama. Hold on. That's a joke. No, like, wait. Ramira. Technically, I met your dad and your mom, and you sort of met my mom.
No, I wouldn't say that I did meet your mom. I feel like I'd have to actually meet her.
I mean, you kind of can't. She's dead.
Well, I don't know. I was going to tell you, actually. I think she might not be. My mom seemed to think otherwise. I just didn't get the chance to tell you yet.
Oh, we need to talk more often. I'm sorry. we don't really get a lot of time to talk like this because we're usually being killed by something. Not like you're gonna get caught up with it. It's just more of...
No, I told them I'd save them if anything happened. And I made good on that earlier. See, Neth, I won't leave you.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Don't go too far. And as they leave, she turns to Strange. Listen, I love you. I'm very confused right now, and I'm so tired. But I love you. And I'm going to go sleep now and wake up that one. And she points to Tarek. Good night.
Strange doesn't say anything, but as, you know, from when Rhea walks away, Strange will simply say, I love you too.
Stop it or I'll kiss you. And then she goes and wakes up Tarek.
As you walk away, Ramira, to go wake up Tarek, Sir Strange.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. You hear a bit of whispering coming outside the cave entrance. Seemingly coming up above the rock wall. As you kind of look outside and said Neth was going to go for a walk, you just see them atop of the cliff wall, looking out into the night and the stars, clasping something in their hands.
That's
speaking
Go
in
ahead.
Sylvan and their native Shadar-Kai language. And you make me a perception check, actually.
That sneaky bitch. Where's my dice?
Oh!
Say dice for the win.
Yep, that's with my perception, that's a 22.
So as you kind of see Neth out on the cliff top, looking out to the sky and the stars, holding something in their hands, whispering, muttering a prayer, thought, incantation, hard to kind of make out, but you do hear the name of your mother, Queen of Night and Magic. Please bless our travels through these lands. Please watch over us and protect. And just kind of going almost like a religious sort of prayer, but to the Queen of Night and Magic.
I want to talk shit so bad. I don't know if we have the time. I want. How far up is he?
He's about 60 feet up the rock wall.
Well, I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm gonna go off to the side and trek over there, get about close to within like 30 feet. And since I'm going to get a rest after this, I'm going to Misty Step right next to him.
Okay. Appear there. Keeps talking in his prayer. Queen of Night and Magic, please watch over her body and make sure her travels go unannounced. I will do. And just is like whispering under their breath.
Strange is going to say, in the Sylvan tongue. You know she won't reply, right? She doesn't even have the ability to reply to her own son.
I'm sure if she could, she would.
So, you worship my mom? Were you a friend?
She is truly your mother?
Yes.
Prove it.
Huh. How does one prove that, like, I'm sorry, I'm not talking. How does one prove? Huh. Fuck. Can I do that thing that I was able to do when I had Oswick? Not like, because when you first described Oswick, when Oswick was with me, I manifested the same energy similar to my... Oh, Saf, thanks for pointing out. That's funny. I'm starting to question you because, from what I've been told, I'm almost a splitting image of my mother.
You were lost.
I wasn't lost. I was traded.
I saw the imagery in the shadows, but I didn't want to believe it. You were Oswick?
Was. Now it's just strange.
Why are you here? Why are you out in the most desolate and harsh places in the world? Why don't you go back to the Feywild, reclaim your birthright? Why are you out here trudging through these horrors daily?
To save the Feywild from itself. And more importantly, out of all the things that I could have had, my birthright, my home, my kingdom, I have found something far greater than that. And I'm hoping when we reach the place that we need to do, we get what we need to get. I can finally rest.
Rest? What do you mean rest?
Look, I was used as a bargaining chip. What value I had left was traded for the sake of a peace that in its own was a lie. You know they killed her, right?
What?
You don't know what happened in the Feywild?
What's he talking about? What do you mean they killed her?
The Asgardians. They wanted the Feywild. And that there was one other thing that my mother loved more, other than my father and me, it was the Feywild. So of course she got martyred. And that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to save it.
When did this happen?
Ooh. Well, Feywild time is weird, but I'm probably a couple 100 years old. It's been a while.
During the Titan War.
Oh, yeah.
It's not there.
If it makes you feel any better, not even my father, the great Oak Lord, could protect her. I like to think that she put herself in harm's way. But I also don't put it past the fact that my father, all titles included, respectfully, is weak.
You're going after the Titan relics, aren't you?
See, now you know too much. That's a joke, by the way. Yeah. We are.
What do you want with them?
What's the spiel that we usually say? Save the world.
Is that what Gloomwing is after?
Strange just nods.
I was your mother's loyal servant and bodyguard for a long time down in the Shadowfell, and before she went to join a union with the Oak Lord, she told me it was a place that I could not come. I was allowed one visit before the ceremony was to take place. And I got to see the great city of Mithrandain in the Ottoman court. Say goodbye to her one last time.
Kevin, can I insight check this fool and see if he had a crush on my mom?
Roll insight check.
Dude, I'm sorry. I've been on YA novels for a long time. I'm sorry. Okay. 22.
It's 22. Hi. So as he's talking, it's not an affection of attraction.
It's just like fucking.
It's not like that. It is an attraction of just deep respect and love like you would have for a family member. And they took me to the courts, and I was able to see the grounds. Before she would relieve me of my duty and allow me to roam free. Taught me the rituals and the ways to leave the Shadowfell and have a life for myself for once. One night I couldn't sleep, roamed the halls, discovered something deep within the caverns of Mithrandain. The Oaklid was up very late that night. Felt a bit strange, so I followed him through a couple secret passages, through a section of the keep that I didn't realize was up more open than it was. But I followed him. And there was a gathering deep below the surface of the Autumn Court, deep below Mithrandain, the tower it originated from. There was a gathering of all the heads of the courts of the Feywild. We went so far down deep it had to have been touching the Underdark. And your mother was there. And that was the first time I ever heard the word Titan. They talked of a time before, when the birth of Mithrandain first took place, and ancient beings roamed the earth, the Feywild. And this council that took place was above the grave of one such great Titan. And the portal underneath is where they first originated from. Afterwards, I confronted your mother about this. Mithrandain sits atop the birthplace of the Titans. What does this mean? It wasn't long after that she told me to never see her again. To leave this place. Your purpose is no longer required. Live your own life. And so I did. It brought me to many strange places. Sights that no person has ever seen, but I never lost that connection to your mother, and I feel it still. And it's that connection that brought me here, out in the hot sand and red rock. I had this instinct, this feeling that I had to stay here in Otanzu. I had to stay in the Canyon of Souls. I don't know why, but I knew that my purpose would be needed again. And if you are truly the son of the Queen of Night and Magic, Titans are involved. I will do my best to honor her and you. and take you to the end of this.
And afterwards, I'd like you to. And strange just seeing their conviction. Live your life as best as you can. You seem like the kind of person that holds true to their purpose, even at their own detriment. And Strange sort of wiggles her hand.
You have her eyes, you know.
Thank you.
She would have been proud of the person you came to be.
I wish she was here to tell me so.
And you say it was Odin that did this?
Strange pauses for a moment. It wasn't a singular person. It was an Asgardian sort of ordeal.
He is the leader of the Asgardians. Was it not his will that this came about?
Well, seeing as how he's prepping to invade the Feywild, probably.
Neth bends down on a knee, takes out a dagger and the scimitar, puts it down. You are the last remnant of the Queen of Night and Magic, and I swear to you the fealty that I gave to her. If the Asgardians and Odin were the reason for your mother's destruction, I pray on all of the stars in the night sky and all the moons across this known universe that I shall avenge her and you. And if you would say the word, I will end Odin's life.
Strange kneels beside them. I used to be the last remnant of her line. But I have a daughter now too. So, if this fails, all else fails. Which it shouldn't, considering that we were quite the powerhouse. Strange is trying to lighten up the mood. If we fail, if I die, she's around this tall. Her name is Marilyn.
All right, sorry there, everybody. The internet decided to be really weird and just cut us off there for a second.
Twitch said no. This RP
Twitch said
powerful.
no.
RP too powerful. Motion too trauma.
But with that, Neth puts their hand on your shoulder. So Strange. If there's anything you want to know about your mother, I will happily oblige.
If there's anything I needed to know about my mother, you've already shown me through the passion you carry for her. I'll hold you to your word, and hopefully we don't have to use it.
There's been lots of strange things said about the end of the canyons and so lost souls. Some have said that it used to be a dwarven city. Some say that that city taken over by mind flayers and they had it for a while. Some say legends of an ancient being, that the whole canyon now rests as a crater from where it fell from the heavens. But whatever we come across, as long as I have breath in my lungs, I will protect you and your allies.
Thank you.
Let's get some rest. It's a long journey before we get to the oasis in the morning. And as you make your way back down towards the cave of the night sky, the moon, the stars shining down as the two silhouettes of Neth and Sir Strange enter into the shadows of the cave mouth. We're going to end our stream properly. Huzzah!
Properly this time. On our terms.
That's right. Thank you all once again for hanging out with us crazy nerds for this edition of Beyond the Realms. Thank you to all the wonderful, talented, amazing creators for being patient through all that very juicy role play. Tune in next week, everybody, for yet another exciting edition of Beyond the Realms and for a returning episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight with Jennings Brower, Quincy's Tavern, Jack Elena Chan, and Shane Wally. As we like to say at the end of each stream, we love you all very much. Stay safe out there, wash your hands, and have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.